What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. And today it is Arsenal against Liverpool in the FA Cup. And listen, it's been a rough week or so for Arsenal, back-to-back defeats in the Premier League, but a little break from Premier League action. And today it's the FA Cup, the trophy we've won more times than any other team in the Premier League. But are we going to collect a victory today and go into the next round? And listen, it won't be easy today against Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp. But hopefully they'll have one eye on a semi-final game that they've got midweek in the Carabao Cup against Fulham. And listen, if Arsenal don't win today, it's going to be Arsenal therapy tomorrow. I really hope we can win this game, because I genuinely believe we need to win a trophy this season. I'm sorry. All the process, all the phases, forget all of that. This club needs to win trophies. But big up to everyone locked in and shooting straight from the hip. Whammer has gifted 10 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. We've only been live for less than a minute. I appreciate that, Whammer. Big up to the new members. We'll have a member stream next week. We'll talk January transfer window. We'll look along at the season so far. Who's been our best player? Who's been not so good, and we'll look ahead. So big up and welcome to the 10 new members. Before we get into the show and really indulge in what's happening, we're going to talk about the lineup today, of course. And listen, there has been a few changes, which I think were totally needed. Some of them, well, we'll get your thoughts on it, people. Obviously, big news broke this morning about Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is out injured with a knee injury. We're going to talk about that in more detail. But Aaron Ramsdale comes back into the Arsenal team today. He gets his starting goal. I did the preview on AFTV on Friday, and obviously did a preview here on Friday as well. And I said if Ramsdale doesn't play, I think they'll sell him. I think he will be here now until the end of the season, because you wouldn't cup tie him, and that's going to make him less inviting for somebody else to buy him. Ben White plays at right back. There were rumours that Ben White has been playing through injury, but of course we're short at right back at the moment, and obviously Arsenal haven't played for a week. So you would hope Ben White's had a little bit of a break there and maybe he's closer to full fitness. Jakub Kiwior plays at left back. Not ideal, that's for sure. He's a centre back. He's looked completely out of his depth at left back, and he plays at left back today. I suppose the only positive is that he's not playing against Mo Salah. The two centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba, two of the three most reliable players in our team this season. Jorginho comes back into that midfield. He will play in the 6 role. That will push Declan Rice further forward. Rice has obviously been very, very good this season. But, you know, when he plays a little bit further forward, I think this is where we're sort of looking at him and saying, can you offer more of a goal threat? Can you pass? Can you create? And that's what we're going to see from him today. How will Jorginho do in that 6 role? Martin Odegaard plays next to Declan Rice. We need a better performance from him. The front three. Saka, of course, plays right wing. But the other two, I certainly didn't see this coming. Definitely one of them anyway. Kai Havertz plays up front. Kai Havertz plays up front. I've got to be honest, I'm not totally against it. With Jesus' injury, it left us with 3 options: Eddie Nketiah, Kai Havertz, Leandro Trossard. Now, Trossard has done well in the false 9 role. He's probably had his best games there, and he did score a hat-trick against Liverpool last season. However, I didn't want Eddie up there, but he's gone with Havertz. Now, Havertz did play well against Manchester City in the Community Shield up front. He certainly makes good runs. I suppose the issue will be about his finishing, and does he get involved in the game enough? So we'll see. £65 million. He's got to start, proving himself. The big surprise is Reece Nelson comes in on the left-hand side. Reece Nelson, people, in for Gabriel Martinelli. Now, it's crazy with Arsenal because, on one hand, I'm like, I want players to get dropped when they're out of form, and I'm definitely not happy with the way Gabriel Martinelli has been playing. Like, there's just no doubt about it. He hasn't been good enough. But there's just something that was telling me him against Trent, he might have got a performance today. I have to admit, I feel sorry for Emile Smith-Rowe once again. Doesn't get a kick. Jorginho gets a start. Nelson gets a start. Everybody but Smith-Rowe, it seems. But listen, Martinelli, he can't complain. We've been calling him Ricky Martinelli. He's definitely not been living La Vida Loca the last couple of months. So, Nelson plays on the left. And listen, you're playing against Trent, run at him, cause him problems. So, listen, good opportunity for Reiss Nelson today. The Arsenal bench, David Raya, Cedric, Walters, Souza, Nwaneri, Leandro Trossard, Nketiah, Martinelli, and ESR. Listen, the positive thing there is Martinelli, ESR, and Trossard certainly are three players that I look at that could come off the bench and influence the game, which you may need later on in the game. A little bit sorry for ESR, got to be honest. I think he deserved to start. And listen, I know we don't have any factual evidence on this, but there has to be something wrong with the ESR and Arteta, manager-player relationship. This guy can't get a kick at the moment. Anyway, let's go into the Liverpool team. Obviously interesting as well. The big news for Liverpool people, no Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk out with a small injury. Obviously, they've got a cup semi-final midweek against Fulham, and Van Dijk will not play today. Obviously, Joel Matip was already out injured, so no Van Dijk is a big boost for Arsenal. Alisson plays in goal. Trent will be at right back. Konate will play at centre back next to Kwanzaa, the young player, who obviously Jurgen Klopp likes. Joe Gomez goes in at left back. I have to admit, Gomez kept Saka very quiet when he came on in that game when Tsimikas came off. The midfield, Alexis McAllister, Curtis Jones, and Cody Gakpo. Now, I don't know how that's going to line up. I've just seen it now. They're saying Harvey Elliott's playing on the right, Diaz on the left with Nunes up front with Cody Gakpo in sort of a number 10 role. But then I've seen another one where it's saying Elliott's in the midfield and Gakpo's playing on the right. How that's going to line up, I don't know. I think it will probably be Gakpo in the attacking midfield role with Elliott on the right, Diaz on the left and Darwin through the middle. But Marcel's in here. He's a Liverpool fan. He said, I think Elliott will be on the right. Yeah, which I agree. I think left footer will cut inside on that right-hand side. McAllister will play 6. Jones and Gakpo ahead. So listen, that Liverpool team is dangerous, but also, obviously, there are weaknesses that we should be exploiting. Oh, Van Dijk is ill, apparently. Sorry, I thought it said a small knock, but obviously, yeah, an illness if it's that. Listen, Kwanzaa's a young player. You need to give him a difficult time. Gomez is not a natural left back. You need to pull him around the pitch, make life difficult. Alexis McAllister, to me, is a good player, but I don't think he's a great number 6. I think defensively you can cause him problems. And Elliott is certainly not Mo Salah. However, we've seen this before. Darwin Núñez, sometimes players seem to have great games against Arsenal. We need to keep him quiet. He's been missing a lot of chances. But listen, it's certainly not Liverpool's strongest team. There's no Van Dijk. There's no Andy Robertson. There's no Thiago. There's no Mo Salah. There's no Szoboszlai. Salah's their best attacking player. Van Dijk's one of the best centre-backs on the planet. Robertson's one of the best left-backs in the Premier League. Szoboszlai's been probably one of their best midfielders this season. There's no excuse for Arsenal Football Club, I'm afraid. I'm not giving them no excuses. Look at Liverpool's bench. Kelleher, Jota. I'm glad Jota's on the bench. Always scores against us, it seems. Clark, Nioni, Bradley, Gordon, Chambers, McConnell, and Gravenberch. I mean, outside of Kelleher, Jota, and Gravenberch, it's a youth team on the bench. It's a youth team. We have no excuse. I'm sorry. We've got absolutely no excuse. Am I confident? No, purely because of the last 2 games. We got back-to-back defeats. So there's no way I can be confident. But Arsenal have no excuses. I'm sick of doing Arsenal therapy. I'm actually sick of it, honestly. Why can't I just have a Monday where we're talking about a victory and we're looking for transfers? So there's your teams, people. No Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool. No Gabriel Jesus for Arsenal. But are we surprised? Pep Guardiola sold us a left-back that's injury-prone, that can't defend. He sold us a striker that's injury-prone, that can't score goals. £80 million to Pep. Fraudulent behaviour, people. Fraudulence. Whammer said, thanks for the quality and entertaining content. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate that. Cooper said, why can't ESR get a kick? Anyone? No, I think there's been a fallout. They won't tell us, but I think there has. Or maybe Arteta just doesn't rate him. Maybe he thinks his level has dropped since he's been injured. Beresford Productions, there's probably a joke about me being as unwell as Arteta's attack, but I'm too ill to make that joke. Hey, I hope you're well, bro. Let's hope this Arsenal front three improves. Let's hope your health improves, bro. Big up to you for tuning in. Aidan said, Ramsdale has been done dirty here in a tough game, likely to be goals. It's likely going to reflect badly on him. Listen, I always say, nerves in football, and they work in two ways. Ramsdale either crumbles under the pressure today because he hasn't played and it's Liverpool and there'll be shots at him and he'll be tested, or he uses that and he has a great game and he puts pressure on David Raya and all the fans are singing his praises. That's down to him ultimately. So it's on Ramsdale. He has been done a bit dirty, but he can't complain that he doesn't get a game and then when he gets a game say, oh, you've done me dirty. He's got to perform. It's the harsh reality of football. He didn't care when Leno got kicked out for him. So now he's under that same level of pressure. David Raya has not been bad, but he hasn't been amazing either. So if Ramsdale has a stormer today, everyone's going to be talking about it. So he's got to perform. I don't feel sorry for him. I really don't. Brian, big up to you, bro. Brooklyn in the building. Big up, Curtis. We are putting Nelson in the shop window. Buy a proper striker or we don't finish in the top 4. Wow. Wow. Man didn't even say we don't win the league. Man said top 4. Not feeling positive today. Come on, you Gunners. Do you know what, Brian, and everybody in the chat, I understand the feeling. I'm in the same situation as all of you. You can't watch back-to-back defeats and turn up here today and say, yeah, we're going to smoke Liverpool. It don't work like that. But the reality is, this team have to show what they're about. This manager has to show what they're about. If Arsenal get beat to Liverpool today, I'm sorry, I know it's Liverpool Football Club and they're a great club with a great manager and great players. They've got big, big football players out injured today. Big players. There's no excuse. No Van Dijk, no Szoboszlai, no Salah, no Robertson. That's half their team. What more do you want? What more do you want? So I'm not, there's no excuse. And also a draw would be disgusting for us as well, by the way, because if we draw, there's a replay in the next 10 days. The last thing we need right now is to go to Anfield for a cup replay with our squad being stretched. And personally, I don't think Klopp would want that either. Alexander said, on my way to the stadium now, I agree, see. I want a nice evening after holiday period woes. Big up yourself, Alex. Enjoy the game. Should be a good atmosphere. A lot of people were selling tickets. There is a train strike in London from 5 o'clock tonight. Obviously, the game starts at 4:30. 5:30 it starts. So a lot of people will obviously have difficulty getting home. They'll have to get the bus and drive and stuff. So a lot of people were selling tickets earlier today. Let's talk, before we get into the watch along, we've still got 40 minutes. We're going to talk about the headline news that broke this morning and... you can't have a regular match day as an Arsenal fan, can you? You can't just wake up in the morning and say, right, I'll watch the game, I'll see how we get on and blah, blah, blah. You just can't get that. So we wake up to the news that Gabriel Jesus is injured. Water is wet. The sky, I was going to say the sky is blue, but right now in England it's quite grey, but you know the thought process. Am I surprised? No. Has Gabriel Jesus been a successful signing at Arsenal? I would now say after 18 months he hasn't. I wouldn't say he's been a flop, but I would say it hasn't been successful. So I don't care what anybody says. People can run around with this excuse that, oh, Gabriel Jesus ain't a natural goal scorer, which he not really isn't. I suppose he isn't. But I honestly believe Arsenal signed him to turn him into the goal scorer. If you look at a lot of the language that was used when we signed him, Edu was saying, I want the old Jesus back. I want the one from Brazil. The confident one that they were saying was going to be Brazil's number 9. I think they looked at him and thought, right, he gets you 10 to 15 at Man City being rotated, but starting every week at Arsenal, we can turn him into a 20-goal-a-season striker. Hasn't happened. He scored 11 goals last season, right? And also, on top of that, this is his 3rd knee injury since joining the football club. The last one, 3.5 months, major operation. Start of the season, another operation, out for 2 to 3 weeks. Then he pulls his hamstring away at Sevilla. Another 3 weeks out injured. Now he's done his knee. Now, conspiracy theorists will say, go off what Ornstein says here. Don't buy into anything else. But I'm sorry, people. I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't believe half the stuff I hear out of the club. It's just the way we've been programmed. He says Gabriel Jesus is out of the FA Cup tie versus Liverpool today with a small knee injury. The 26-year-old striker suffered the knock, but the damage is believed to be minor, not cause for serious concerns. Not buying into that, I'm afraid. Not me. Some people can buy into it. I don't buy into that. I hope everything he says there is correct and I can agree, and get on with it. I don't buy into that. Oh, Thomas Partey's out injured. Yeah, it'll be weeks. 3 months later, he's not even training with the team. Yeah, we've heard all this language before, people. Oh, Smith Rowe will be weeks, still hasn't kicked a balls. Well, he was out for, a couple months. We hear this all the time. Oh, we're training tomorrow. We'll see how he does in training. You know damn well that guy ain't out for a couple of weeks. Gabriel Jesus, they're calling him. Gabriel Jesus. Seriously, yeah, Saliba, you're right, Latte. Saliba, oh yeah, small concern. We'll see how he is at the weekend. We'll train tomorrow. We'll see how he gets on. We didn't see him for 3 months. It's a knee injury. He had a serious knee injury last season. Another operation this season. It's quite simple. They say every cloud has a silver lining. I wanted Jesus to start today. Absolutely, I don't want him to get injured ever. He's an important player. He's not playing well, right? That's first of all. Second of all, this has to force the football club to get a striker. It's as simple as that now. You've got to sign a striker. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm saying it. I like Gabriel Jesus. I think he's a very talented footballer. As a number one striker at Arsenal, I'm done with him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm done with Gabriel Jesus as a number one striker. Use him in rotation, play him off the wing sometimes. As your number one striker to win the league, done with him. Not the guy. Not going to score the goals, not going to be fit for long enough. Not the answer. Pep knew what he was doing. The engine has been leaking oil and making a funny rattling sound, and he sold it to us on Auto Trader. Sold us scene. We're delighted. Yo, look at this car I've bought. We've got home. Oil's leaking, it's making a rattling sound, and we've been done. This guy is injury prone. Pep knew what he was doing. Mikel, you need a striker. Oh, I got one, just what you like. Low mileage, takes the corners well. You'll love it. It's a beautiful drive. Fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Only Arsenal could buy a striker that don't score goals. That's injury prone for £45 million. Only Arsenal could buy a left back that can't defend. Gets nutmegged and starts crying for £35 million. We thought we'd done Man City dirty. Yo, Jesus, 45 million. Yo, it's a bargain. Cecil was dancing outside the Emirates. Jogger Benito, it's all mad. Pep was sitting in that office saying, yeah, you think you've done me? Yeah, you wait. You wait until he gets injured. Crazy, bruv. Crazy. Man thought he was getting a favour off Pep. Pep don't do no favours. That's why he wins titles. Ruthless. Man selling dodgy goods to his mate. This was his assistant manager. You're ripping off your own brethren. Pep don't care. More than you can believe. Not once, twice. Second time, man came back and ripped us off. It's a pyramid scheme. It's wild. You can't deal with Pep, Gabriel Jesus, they're calling him. And Tommy Carfu. Yeah, Del Boy settings, man. Definitely Del Boy. Sold us scene, bro. No refunds, no receipts. Yeah, thanks for that one, Pep. Striker that can't score and a left back that can't defend. What do you know, eh? Carlos said, why are people talking about the title? Think about what we usually do in January. We're in a top 4 race and hope for a great chance. I'm with you on that, but I've got to be optimistic. It's match day. I've got to be optimistic. Lee Burnell said, big up Big C, C-Unit business. Come on, you Gunners. Bless. Big up to you, Lee. Appreciate the support. Big up Aiden. I'm hoping they are saying this to make it seem like we don't need a striker as much as we do. We ain't that smart, though. I'm with you on that. That's what you should do. If he's out for months, you don't let every other club know that you're desperate, and then all they're going to do is drive the price up. So we now know Gabriel Jesus is injured. It's a small injury, but last time we heard that, 3 months later, these guys are returning. So Arsenal are already being linked with a couple of strikers. Now, I did speak yesterday. Well, in fact, I put it out at midnight, actually. Go and check that video out, or I will be putting up a couple pre-recorded videos a week. And obviously, we got some decent editing on it now, which is a little bit better. So we're being linked with a couple of players already that I want to speak about. And forgive me again, people, because I'm in TK Maxx on the sale rack. The reason I am is because I don't believe this football club has any big money to spend in January. So I'm now trying to think realistically. I want Ivan Toney. Are we going to pay 70, 80, 90 million for Ivan Toney? I don't think so. I'd take Osimhen, of course. Are we going to pay 110 million release clause? Of course we're not. Of course we're not. It's January. I said last January that window wasn't good enough. They were all coming for me on Twitter. You don't know what you're talking about. Jorginho's been nominated for Ballon d'Or. And then the title disappeared out of our grasp. Like holding sand in your hands, people, just seeping through the gaps. But we're in TK Maxx and we're on the sale rack. Now, a player being linked with Arsenal today, don't shoot the messenger, is former Liverpool striker Bobby Firmino. Now, listen, just bear with me on this one. Don't go anywhere. I spoke about Benzema leaving Saudi, but, you know, the team over there out Etihad are saying he's their prized asset. They don't really want to let him go. Ben Jacobs put a report out a couple of days ago, and it's been re-put out today. My understanding on Bobby Firmino is that Al Ahly haven't yet received any formal offers, but a loan to the Premier League is now possible. Some informal approaches have been made from intermediaries. Al Ahly are open to a loan, but do still view Firmino as part of their, and it said, long-term future. Now, I don't know. I don't know, people. Like, honestly, I would say 90% of you would be saying, I don't want Firmino, and I get it. I don't really. But you've got to understand where we're at right now. We're not staying at the Shard, right? We're staying in a Premier Inn right now. We're in the Ibis. This is a small room with a single bed and a small bathroom. This ain't luxury. There's no room service. There's no air conditioning. There ain't even a free parking space outside. They don't even have a kitchen. You're working with basics right now, people. I'm being serious. I know. I can see in every Arsenal fan's mind right now, I don't want Firmino. He hates Arsenal. He always scored against us. It's Liverpool's leftovers. I get it. I'm right there with you, people. We're thinking Osimhen. We're thinking Ivan Toney, 70 million, 80 million. It ain't happening. This is Arsenal. This is Stan Kroenke. I keep telling people online, the Kroenkes, what's your problem with the Kroenkes? They bought Declan Rice for 100 million. That was our own pocket money, people. It's like saving up your money and your mum gives you your pocket money back that you've been saving. That's your money. But people think, oh, the Kroenkes have got so much better since they took 100% control. They're spending 200 million in the transfer window. What? They took the money out of our own bank account and gave it to the manager to spend, yeah? Wow. Unbelievable owners. That's it. Wow, what an ownership model. But you say it online, fan base, you know, they'll start crying. Oh, you never wanted Arteta. You wanted Mourinho. All right, cool. We'll carry on. This is where we're at, people. We got a big night out tonight. You want to get fresh. You ain't got the money for Harrods. You ain't going Selfridges. You're barely going River Island. Get yourself in TK Maxx. Find the sale section and hope there's a half-decent Ralph Lauren t-shirt that you're lucky enough to find in your size. But if you don't, you might have to wear the extra large and just do something with it to make it fit. This is where we're at, people. Bobby Firmino on loan is who we're being linked with this morning. And it ain't pretty, people. It really isn't pretty. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Bobby Firmino, one of the best false nines that we've ever seen in the Premier League. I genuinely go that far. I think he probably goes down as a... I don't know. Liverpool fan would have to tell you. I'm not sure if he's a legend, but he's definitely an unbelievable player for them. I think every Arsenal fan will look at it. Number one, this guy always used to score against us. He didn't seem to like us. And you wouldn't really want to be signing him, to be honest. Like I said, it ain't pretty. Like Latte said, it's a double XL with a hole in it. You just got to stitch the hole. I don't know, do some madness, tighten it up, and wear it for the one night. It ain't pretty, people. I mean, Marcel said he's definitely a legend. Bobby Firmino's available on loan. People kept saying on that video that I put out yesterday, yeah, but you're talking about players that aren't definitely available. Here's your facts. Bobby Firmino's available on loan for 6 months. If Jesus is injured and you're down to Havertz going up front and Eddie Nketiah, he may be a better option. I've got to be honest, it ain't nice. One thing I will say about Firmino, his link-up players, any Liverpool fan will tell you, is as good as anybody. You know, he might actually be a good connection for Martinelli and Saka, but, you know, it's not the route I want to be going down. Shaquille said Firmino is just Jesus with veneers and a better injury record. I don't know where we're at, people. Seriously, I don't know where we're at as a football club. You know, we're meant to be in a title challenge. We're meant to be trying to win the Champions League. Our main striker's injured. We're talking about Tony and Osimhen, but this is the reality. This is where we're at, people. He was actually apparently on the verge of a move to Fulham, so that tells you the level that people are now looking at him if he was on his way to Fulham. Listen, I said the other day I would raid Saudi. I never actually mentioned Firmino's name. I was talking about Benzema and Ronaldo and Kessie and Ruben Neves. This deal wouldn't surprise me. They will dress this up as an absolute bargain. They'll say Champions League winner, Premier League winner. Of course, the main man, Edu, knows him from Brazilian international duty. He probably really gets... You know how it goes. I love this one. Ben said, for me, no. Firmino. Yeah, and I'm with you. I'm with every Arsenal fan that's saying, no, I don't want him. But if you said to me, you can have Firmino on loan for 6 months or sign nobody, I'd take Firmino. And I know that's desperation. It's like saying you're having no dinner tonight or you can have some dry bread and tap water. In reality, I'd rather have nothing. But about 3 o'clock in the morning, I might be starving. I'd probably take that dry bread and tap water. And that's where we're at right now, people. It's not nice. I told you. It's going to get real ugly right now at the Emirates. But hey, it is what it is. Bobby Firmino being linked with a move to Arsenal. Miguel said, give him 29, suits better. Just running, being strong. Let's see how he gets on up front. At least he's not against Van Dijk. Big Ben's on loan for 6 months is a no-brainer. I would absolutely be all over the Benzema deal. And a lot of people in the comments were like, come on, bro, this ain't 2018 Benzema. I said, bro, he was Champions League Ballon d'Or winner 2 years ago. He ain't going to drop off that much. I know it's a bit of a retirement process for him in Saudi. He's still going to be better than what we've seen of Jesus in the last month or two and what Eddie can give you. I would take big body Benzi for 6 months and then go and get someone at the end of the season. Carla said, look, man, if we're in the clearance rack, then get me the £20 pair of headphones that can still do a job. Just get Solanke at this point. I mean, even Solanke would cost you 50 million. It's true, like, you're going on holiday, of course, you want the Dre beats. 12 hours charge, brilliant sound, but you might have to go and buy them JBL headphones from B&M. They're like £15. You know, the charge will run out after 2 hours, but it's better than nothing. That's where we're at right now, people. Peter Green, positive vibes for this today. Love you, brother C, but we need a Monday off of therapy. Bro, genuinely... I'm sick of Arsenal therapy. It's actually annoying myself. I just need a nice, easy Monday, man. I've got quite a busy day tomorrow. I just want us to win. FA Cup draw tomorrow night. We could maybe do a little watch-along for that. I want to be calm. I want to enjoy it. We've got a 2-week break. The players are going to Dubai, 2-week break. Try and get Part A fit. Nobody needs Arsenal therapy tomorrow. Trust me. I just want Arsenal to win this game. Fitz said it best, said E. Ross, with this ownership, we won't win anything. I said it a long time ago on an AFTV show, and again, controversy, not everyone can deal with it. I said, with the Kroenkes, I don't believe we'll ever win the Premier League or the Champions League. I just don't. They don't have the ambition, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's hope they change the narrative. Big up Marco, he said, need a Giannis-type performance up front today. Jeez, bro, I was up late watching basketball, man. what was it, Giannis? 48 points. Jeez, what we could do with him up front. Let's get Giannis on loan till the end of the season. He'd be a good target, man. He's over 7 foot. Big up Marco. And big up Stuart. He said, neutral in New York here. Curtis, appreciate the superior content as always. What would a proper defeat of Liverpool today mean for your side? Say if Odegaard and Saka both score, Ramsdale clean sheet, midfield under control. Listen, let's to see how big this victory would be, you need to look at what the alternative is. If Arsenal got beat today by Liverpool, knocked out of the FA Cup, which is our best opportunity of winning a trophy, right? We're at home, we've had back-to-back defeats, and you're playing against a Liverpool team with half of their best players not playing. We're not talking about squad players. We're talking about Robertson, Van Dijk, Szoboszlai, and Salah. 4 of their best players. I'm sorry, heads will be rolling off. It'll be more than Arsenal therapy tomorrow. On the flip side of that, to add balance, Arsenal have had a bad week. This is a competition that we are capable of winning. You also knock out one of the best teams out of the competition. You restore the faith. It's a home game. 2-week international break. Well, not international, winter break. And you know that when your team has a couple of weeks off, your mindset is always on that last performance. So if we beat Liverpool today, we've got 2 weeks to be more positive and things will lift. So we have to win. I know I say this all the time, but this is an absolute must-win game. Like, there's nothing else. They have to win this game today. Let me tell you something. A draw would be a very bad result for Arsenal today. Obviously, a defeat's a nightmare. But a draw is not much better, in my opinion, because we're already stretched. Then you've got to add another game. You've got to go to Anfield. They'll probably have a stronger team out, and we never seem to win at Anfield. So a draw would be horrible as well. Big up Laser Gaming. Make sure you go and follow him. Quality channel. Big up yourself, bro, for always supporting. And Stuart, yeah, I appreciate the super chat. I think that's the first time you've commented, right? Or the first time I've read it. Twinny Hardaway said, Nelson gets a chance at left wing over ESR is criminal. Jorginho playing in midfield over ESR is horrendous. When will he get a chance? Wouldn't surprise me if they sold him, to be honest, if somebody puts a decent offer in for him. He's clearly out of favour. Whammer said 2 losses and we are hysterical. Still need some major signings in the window, although having been an Arsenal fan since 96, I know we'll be disappointed. Do you know what it is, Whammer? And I'm going to be honest with everyone, because I get this message, right? I get this message a lot. We lost a couple games. You saw me. I was going crazy after the Fulham game. I'll be honest. I was saying, Arteta, this guy should be, you know, I think if we don't win a trophy, he should be going. It's not about losing to Fulham. It's not about losing to West Ham. It's the whole picture. It's the bigger picture. It's getting to January, knowing that we need players and feeling like you don't have the belief that we're going to go and get them. We approach January with optimism. I'm doing transfer videos. We got more editing on the videos. We love talking about links to Tony and that, but we know deep down as Arsenal fans, we're not spending 100 million in this window because of the way this club is ran. The fact Edu can't sell players properly. The fact that the Kroenkes don't put their hand in their own pocket. The fact that we know deep down we should have won the Premier League last season, but we didn't do proper January business. So when Saliba came out, we didn't have a suitable centre-back, you know? And that's where we're at. Big up Solomon. Big up yourself, bro, with the editing. We didn't have a proper centre-back, and Jorginho was decent, but he isn't good enough to win you a big away game against, you know, Pep Guardiola and Kevin De Bruyne. And that's the reality of the situation, people, I'm afraid. It's not about losing to Fulham. Anybody can lose a game of football in the Premier League. We've seen that. It's more than that, I'm afraid. It's way more. Man City won 5-0. Kevin De Bruyne came on and, of course, got an assist. So De Bruyne's back. They're cooking already. But listen, results change feelings and lift people and give us optimism. What we need to do is win the game of football today. That's all we need to do. We need to win the game of football and then see what happens from there. I think the club need that 2-week break. Carlos said, by the way, Eddie isn't cup-tied now because Havertz plays. That's interesting. If Eddie doesn't come on, would they consider selling him? He can be on the bench for 90 minutes and not be cup-tied. I would be delighted if Eddie didn't come on today for more than one reason. One, he ain't, you know, on the pitch. Second of all, you could sell him for more money. Party after party. DJC, pull that intro real quick. All right, one time. Pull up that Ross! Hey, it's a watch along. I know the other day we were pulling up the intro time after time, but genuinely, I can't do it today. It's a watch along. We got to be a bit more professional. The weekly shows is just pure vibes. Anything can happen. I'll pull that intro 10 times. But on a match day, we got to be a bit more, commentary and all that. But big up yourself. Alberto, my eyes hurt looking at that lineup. I mean, listen, man, I can't. What do I say? What do I say, really, people? 2024. And I mean, Cedric's still knocking about and Ketia's there. I mean, at least El Neni is at AFCON, we get a break. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say to you people. We are where we are. As I said, it's like watching the Titanic. You know what's going to happen. The iceberg, they don't get out the way quick enough. At the moment, it feels like we're staring at the iceberg. What's the iceberg made of? Kevin De Bruyne, Pep Guardiola, Erling Haaland, the Kroenkes, lack of investment, FFP, Edu, barbecues, jet skis, Mikel Arteta, loving Nketiah and hating ESR. And, it's made up of a whole heap of things, people. And that's the iceberg. And at the moment, we're trying to steer out the way of it, but we're too close. But anyway, let's see what you're saying in the comments. Everyone is on about Ramsdale. I'm losing my ish. ESR is always on the bench. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. I feel for ESR, but, I've said for a long time, this manager doesn't seem to check for him. I don't know what the reason is. He gave him the new deal. Something's obviously not what he wants. Maybe he doesn't train like Eddie trains, Ish said, you need a sense of humour to be an Arsenal fan. Absolutely, man. Listen, I can't stress that enough. That's why I say information and entertainment. The information alone would make this, a very pessimistic channel. The entertainment adds the balance, people. It's serious. I'm telling you, it's like Cat Williams' interview. You need a mix of both. Call them out, but also drop the odd joke every now and then. That's where we're at, people. Whammer said, come on, Alberto. Kolasinac, Mustafi, Luis Bella in now. That made my eyes hurt. I mean, that was beyond making your eyes hurt. You had to just close your eyes and go to sleep when that was the back four. As I said, I'm glad I wasn't making content at certain times because I'm convinced if I was making YouTube videos when we had Mustafi and Kolasinac and Socrates, I think I would have been banned. I'm going to be... I would not be on YouTube anymore. I would have said something that would have just ended the channel. So it's probably best for all concerned that I wasn't making content at that stage. I can't lie. Newton said intro. Oh no, I can't do it. I'll do it later. Maybe I will do a half-time pull-up. We'll do a half-time pull-up. In fact, we got bills to pay. Pull up that! Listen, just the first goal. No more, please. No more. We need the vibes. We need the pre-match vibes just in case today goes wrong. I can't lie. Listen, the players are on the pitch warming up. Wearing the Ian Wright merch. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I was a massive Ian Wright fan. I had to stay away from that merch, man, because I don't know where I'm at right now with Arsenal. If I go to the Emirates and we're winning games and playing well, I'm going to be totally honest. I'm a little bit vulnerable around that armoury. I am. I'm going to be totally honest. Elliot Roberts understands. I'm sure many of you understand. When the team's doing well and they drop new merch, the bank card gets looked at. But when they're not playing well and losing games, I'm the biggest rebel ever for the merch. Even though I'm wearing merch right now, but I bought this in the summer when we'd spent 100 million on Declan Rice, and I thought we were, winning the league. So, yeah, I'm rebellious. That Ian Wright merch, I'm just looking at it in disgust at the moment. I really am. And it is decent. It really is decent. If Liverpool score within the 60 seconds, you got to put... Bro, if they score in 60 seconds, the stream probably ends. Never mind pulling up the intro. I'm probably shutting it off. I say, listen, you man ain't ruining my Sunday. I'm just trying to relax. But is what it is. We'll see. I'm optimistic. I don't know why. It's just a match day, innit? You've got to be. And Listen, the fact Virgil van Dijk isn't playing is probably one of the biggest boosts of confidence. Because in my head, I was just thinking, Van Dijk's going to absolutely wrap up Havertz or Eddie or whoever's up front. The fact that Van Dijk isn't playing probably makes me happier than any other bit of team news that's going on at the moment. Van Dijk is absolutely world class. So that's probably the thing that makes me happiest at the moment, to be honest. So we'll have to see. Obviously, Arsenal are going to be playing in all white today, people. Arsenal will be in all white, which is their No More Red campaign, obviously aimed at knife crime in and around the London area. I said this the other day, I'm really surprised they don't sell this kit in the store as a way of making more money for charities. Surely that would have made sense. I know some people don't like the kit just simply from an Arsenal-Tottenham point of view, an all-white kit with Arsenal. But we have had white away kits in the past where we've done well, so it's not the end of the world. Let's hope they put a better performance in this. I always remember us getting pumped at Nottingham Forest wearing this kit, and Nuno Tavares getting dragged in the first half, so we'll have to see. Kwanzaa, yeah, I've watched him a couple times. I don't know much about him. I know he's a good young player, but surely, Havertz should be causing him problems. Kamani said, I saw Van Dijk has only lost one game in 90 at Anfield. Is that true? Honestly, I didn't even know that. That's unbelievable. That is absolutely crazy. That's what I'm saying. I don't want no replay at Anfield. Ronnie said, ghost kit like Arsenal. I mean, listen, in all seriousness, they're doing it for a good campaign. I hope it helps in some sort of way. And from a footballing point of view, I want to see the team perform at the end of the day. If we get beaten, it's going to be I can't even think of it. Anyway, we have got 10 minutes until kickoff. Let's focus now on the game. Forget the transfer talk. We'll focus on that tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have some links. But listen, let's focus on the game. 10 minutes until kickoff. FA Cup, third round, at home against Liverpool. It's the biggest game of the third round. Man City got through 5-0. Kevin De Bruyne came on and got an assist. But let's look at the Arsenal team. Aaron Ramsdale comes in for David Raya today. Personally, I think that's the right decision. I did say if Ramsdale doesn't play today, I think there's a possibility we sell him, because you would rather not cup tie a player that you're considering selling. So I really hope that he puts in a good performance today. Ben White continues at right back. He needs to perform. He really needs a performance. He's been totally out of form the last month or so. Obviously, the story went out that he's been carrying an injury, but Arsenal haven't played for 7 days. So hopefully he's had an easy week in training. He'll be up against Diaz, who is lively. Kivior at left-back is, listen, every single Arsenal fan in the world has a right to be concerned about Kivior playing at left-back. I actually felt a little bit bad last week doing the player ratings where, I'll be honest, I annihilated him, but the guy is a centre-back playing at left-back. And not only is he playing at left-back, you're asking him to invert as well, which is absolutely ridiculous. For me, give Kivior at least the option that, listen, I want you to just sit in at left-back, get narrow, get close to Gabriel, and play like that. Asking him to play out of position. Oh, and by the way, mate, when we haven't got the ball, can you just step into midfield and play like Xavi? Oh, yeah, all right, mate, I'll try. Like, come on, let the brother just play at left back. Invert from the other side, if anything. Why don't you ask Ben White to invert? He played centre mid a couple times. It doesn't make no sense. Why do we have to play inverted? And why does it always have to be from the left? It doesn't make no sense. Invert from Ben White today and leave him to just sit at left back and play narrow. But I'm sure it'll be Kivior inverting again. Makes no sense. You're right. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. Ben White should invert. Saliba and Gabriel, listen, let's hope they're not babysitting today, because it doesn't help when your right back is all over the place and your left back's inverting. You just have a tight unit today and play different. Midfield, Jorginho comes into the 6 role, which means Rice will play on the left of the 2 attacking midfielders with Odegaard. I'm glad Szoboszlai's not playing, But I do have concerns about Jorginho today, and I tell you why. Is from the look of how Liverpool are going to line up, is Gakpo is going to be in sort of an attacking midfield role. Now, Gakpo is obviously a natural winger slash striker. He's going to play attacking midfield. And what he will have for a midfielder, he will be quick. Curtis Jones, who we've been linked with, he can move as well. And Jorginho's lack of mobility concerns me. I'm not as big a fan of Jorginho as some Arsenal fans are. You know, I have a lot of arguments about Jorginho. Yeah, he's competent on the ball, but he's, you know, if you're in that Liverpool midfield today, you are going to target Jorginho. If I'm Curtis Jones, if I'm Gakpo, I'm saying, listen, he's not quick, he's not strong, I can run past him easily, and then I'm at their defence and they're in trouble. So, it's that concerns me a little bit. What has Declan Rice got going forward a little bit? I think Rice has had a fantastic season. The one thing I would say is I still want to see gradual improvements in him going forward. Picking out passes, shots hitting the target. He should now be scoring a few more goals, in my opinion. So Odegaard needs to perform as well. Good thing for him. They're playing McAllister at 6. McAllister is not the most physical, not the most aggressive. Again, there is no excuse for Martin Odegaard in terms of the guy that's going to be defending against you. McAllister in the 6 is nowhere near as good. That's not his best role. Front three, Saka. I think Saka will have a hard game. Gomez actually kept him quiet when he came on. I think he would have rather played against Tsimikas. What you've got to do, you've got to make life difficult for him. He's a right footer playing at left back. Get him in positions that he finds difficult to defend. Havertz and Nelson. Listen, Havertz will be delighted that there is no Virgil van Dijk. Konate, who is good, he's aggressive. And Kwanzaa, I haven't seen much of him, but looks a good young talent. He needs to make them runs and we need to provide service. And Reece Nelson, listen, my friend, you have got to grab this opportunity. I think we all like Nelson, but we're all kind of like, is he good enough to make it at Arsenal? Is he a squad player? You've got your chance. Martinelli hasn't performed. You're playing today. You've got to do the business. Up against Trent. Trent's having a good season, but I want to see Nelson running at him. Keep running at him and causing problems. Players are coming onto the pitch. On the bench, Raya, Cedric, Walters, Souza, Waneri, Trossard, Nketiah, Martinelli, and ESR. Gabriel Jesus out injured. Of course, no Timber. Tomiyasu's at the Asia Cup. And El Neni's at AFCON. So we've got some players missing, but no excuse. We do have a few good players on the bench. If we need a goal, you know, Trossard, Martinelli, ESR in particular, those guys you would hope can affect the game later on. The game is on BBC One for anybody looking for it. Interesting, two teams that play in red. Arsenal are playing in all white and Liverpool are playing in purple. So it's definitely going to look a little bit different. Peter said ESR changing the tattoo to F the process. I hear you on that. Dash Cash, come on, Big C. Eddie, it's bangers in training. ESR isn't on that level. He's like R9 in training, Eddie. King Gunner, big up, bro. Happy New Year. Quick one. Have you ever actually quit a stream because of Arsenal? I'd rather be knocked out than replay. Hope we go for it. I think I ended a couple streams early before, during that season when we finished 5th. Big up, King Gunner. Hope you're well, bro. And Twinny said ESR had more league goals in his injury-riddled 21-22 season than Eddie has scored in the last 2 combined. One of these guys is a centre-forward. Yeah, exactly. The players are on the pitch. As I said, the Liverpool team, Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Konate and Kwanzaa at centre back. No Van Dijk, he is out with illness. Gomez at left back. McAllister, Jones and Gakpo as a midfield 3. McAllister and Jones, and then Gakpo will play just in front in that attacking midfield role. Harvey Elliott comes in on the right. He'll replace Mo Salah, left footer on the right. He'll cut inside. And Diaz will play on the left, with Darwin Núñez up top. I'm not going to criticise Darwin Núñez pre-match. I don't want to jinx it. As you can see by the form on the last 5 games in all competition, 3 wins, 2 draws for Liverpool. And 1 win, 2 draws and 2 defeats for Arsenal. We are, I mean, that is relegation form, to be honest. It's horrendous, so we need to fix it. We need a win today. Highly Wanted Criminal said, this is our Champions League. Curtis, let the young fellas in the chat. We can't go out without a fight. You're right. Listen, this is where we do seem to perform, which is why we've won it the most. However, since winning the FA Cup, Mikel Arteta never seems to take it seriously. You know, he just puts out weak teams and we end up throwing it away. Big C, will you take Kimmich right now with another striker? Listen, mate, of course, every Arsenal fan would take that, bro. Ain't going to happen, though, is it? North London Forever's playing. So, Odegaard's probably got goosebumps all over him. I get those goosebumps every time I come around it. Yeah, I'm sure he don't listen to Travis Scott. But anyway, here we go. We're about to get underway. Give me a score predictions. Mash up the like button, as John said. Big up New Fizz, who said, it's my birthday, Big C. Hope they don't mess it up. Happy birthday to you. Listen, no matter what we think, we've all been frustrated. We've all been angry the last couple of weeks. This team needs to win and restore clarity at this football club. The players, were they taking the knee then? I'm not sure. I'm going to go for a scrappy 2-1 to Arsenal. Now I've seen Van Dijk isn't playing. I did predict 2-2. I'm hoping no Virgil will get us the win. We're about to kick off. I'm just putting the heating on. Because all of a sudden, it's freezing. I'm putting the heating on. Right, we're about to get underway, people. Harvey Elliott to kick us off. Here we go. The third round of the FA Cup. Arsenal against Liverpool. Come on! Sort this mess out, because I'm telling you now, if we don't win today at home, honestly, it will be, it'll be beyond Arsenal therapy. Giraffe's going 3-0. Esrani says 2-1. Wap said 3-1 to Arsenal. Linda's going 3-2. I'm not far from the stadium, Crazy Games. Robbo says 3-1. Come on, we need this. Marcus going for 2-1. Don Curtis with the heat. Bro, I just realised I'm in a t-shirt and it's freezing. The heating's got to go on. It's going to cost me about £500 to get through the game. I might have to turn it off at half time. 1-0 says New Fear. GG's going for 3-1. 2-0 to Liverpool, said this channel. 3-0 to Liverpool, said OJ. Raul's going 1-0. And Matt's going 2-0 Liverpool. Marcin Bolivian's going 2-0. Didn't say what team. Chelsea boys going for 2-2. Definitely don't want a replay. Dr. Seymour said the sooner Mickey leaves, the sooner we can remove the shackles. Harrison saying 2-1 to Liverpool. Irish Tom said, just seen the lineup, Big C. What the F? We needed to go strong. Arteta's changed the team too much. No consistency. Anyway, Tom's going for 4-4. That would be entertaining, but would still mean a replay, which I definitely don't want. Yeah, we don't want that. Ben White kit. Right, let's get into the game. Thank you for all the comments. Over 3,250 of you in the chat. 48 of you on Twitch as well. Big up the whole C unit. Carla said, what do you think of Curtis Jones' summer rumours? I think he's getting so much football now. I don't think he'll leave. He's a scout, so I think he's a Liverpool fan. And Klopp's playing him a lot. I don't see why he would leave his boyhood club to come to Arsenal. If he wasn't, I actually think he's a good player, but my question the other day was, why are we buying Jones? Oh, here's a chance! Reece Nelson takes it round Alisson! What are you doing? Oh, Reece! Lob the goalkeeper, my friend! Lob the goalkeeper! What is that? What a kick from Aaron Ramsdale! Reece Nelson one-on-one with the keeper. The ball's bouncing. He's miles onside. How have you missed? Cannot lob him! Lift it over him, man! And he puts in the sub. What the hell is that? Lob the goalkeeper. That's why we need a damn striker. Just lob the keeper. Why did he not lift that over him? I don't get it. The ball's bouncing. Just volley it over his head. That is a huge chance. Absolutely huge chance. He's one-on-one with the keeper. The ball's bouncing. Alisson comes off his line. Just lift it over his head. He tries to take it round him. Runs out of space. Here we go. Elliott's in behind Kivior. Ball whipped in. Cleared by Gabriel. Jesus. See how easy Kivior. What a ball by Ramsdale. Unbelievable pass. I can't believe that. I actually can't believe he tried to take it round him. All he's got to do is lob him. Just lob him. Volley it over his head. He didn't have the confidence. Didn't have the confidence to do it. That's what happens when you don't play enough. Got one-on-one. He's thinking, oh, if I lob him, I might not score. I miss. I'll just take it round him. He gets too much power on it. Konate gets back. He hits it through Konate's legs into the side netting. Absolutely fuming with that. In a game like that to get... Listen, you're saying a bit harsh, bro. Come on. Bouncing ball, keeper off his line. Lob the keeper. If you miss, you miss, but do the right thing. Trent whips in a free kick all the way to the back post. And Ben White sees it out for a throw-in. Ah! Told man Listen, let me not say too much about Ramsdale. There's a long way to go. I actually think that white Arsenal kit looks nice. I can't lie. It is decent. The man's on 100 bags a week. 5-year deal. Played for England under 21s. Been on loan in the Bundesliga. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He can't lob it over him. Ball given away by Jorginho there. Goes out for a throw-in, though, to Arsenal. What an early chance. Missed chances cost matches. The kit looks Spursy. We better not play Spursy. That's the only thing. Ben White clips the ball over the top. Looking for Havertz. Good header, Declan Rice. Throw into Arsenal just in the Liverpool half. Curtis Sen Nelson, your intro. You want me to show you how you lob goalkeepers, bro? Jeez. 100 bags a week never plays. Yeah, that's what we need to say. We look more like Real Madrid. We don't want to talk about Spurs. We don't want nothing from them. We don't want none of that Spursy energy. Jorginho flicks it on. Good tackle there by Saliba. Oh, Ben White gives it away. Going to be interesting how Gakpo does in midfield. He's just giving the ball straight to Saka, who drives into the area. Here's Martin Odegaard. Shoot, man! Don't pull the trigger. What is going on? Why does Odegaard not shoot there? I've got no idea why we don't shoot when we're 25 yards out. On Odegaard's left foot, you've just seen Reece Nelson's got no confidence. You've got a clear shot on goal and you give it to Nelson. And we end up going all the way back and getting a throw-in. Why did Odegaard not hit the target? Just shoot the damn ball. So frustrating. Edge of the box on his left foot in a good couple yards of space and he don't pull the trigger. Here is Odegaard looking for Saka, cleared by Konate, throw into Arsenal on the edge of the Liverpool box. I can't believe Odegaard didn't hit that. Really, early in the game, you get that opportunity. You have to shoot there. And he's got a good left foot. I don't get it. Throw into Arsenal. Ben White. We started the game well. We probably should be 1-0 up. Skipper, man. Got a sweet left foot. The guy don't shoot. Ben White, long throw. That's a great ball. Odegaard lays it off. Here's a chance. Reece Nelson. What is that? Jesus. It's blocked. It goes out for a corner. We've started the game really well. Run it, Big C, says Marco. Listen, during the game, just give me a little time, people. During the game, we've got to focus on the game, surely. Right, we're back. Just a quick 2 seconds, man. The game's on. Big up, Marco. Big up. Corner. Saka to take it. In-swinger. Saka whips it in. Flicked on. Yeah! Havertz! How has he missed at the back post? What a ball from Saka. It's Saka again. Oh, we're going to rue these missed chances, man. I need to see a replay of that. Saka, lovely football. Hit it! Havertz! Oh, saved by Alisson. Didn't get enough power in it. Jeez, man. Havertz could have scored at the back post. It's end-to-end. Here come Liverpool. Luis Diaz up against Ben White. What a game. 29, man. I want to see the replay of that. Corner from Saka. Flicked on. Havertz. 6 yards out. Looks like it hits him on the thigh and goes away, man. Could have scored. Could easily be 1 or 2-0 up already. I think people have to understand, Liverpool have got a cup semi-final midweek. They've got a lot of football at the moment, you know, and Klopp's picked a weaker team, obviously some injuries. We need this win. Saka volleys it forward there. Here's Joe Gomez at left back, clips it long. Saliba does well. Jorginho does well. Arsenal keep possession. Saliba on the halfway line. Jorginho, that's a nice ball into Odegaard. Finds Saka. Saka is getting space. He's getting space. Diaz is not defending that much. He's definitely not getting forward. Hey, big up Riley in the chat. Hope you're well, man. Tell Ian to calm down. Here's Reece Nelson. Halby said, stop this intro. Hey, Halby, relax yourself. Vibes, we need it. Here's Jorginho. Finds Martin Odegaard, edge of the box. Still doesn't want to shoot. And gives it away. Why don't we shoot from the edge of the area? Saka against Diaz gives away a free kick. We do not shoot from the edge of the penalty area. It makes no sense. Are these guys banned from shooting outside the box? Let's have a look at this Havertz chance. Why are they showing you the long shot? I want to see the one at the back post. They're not even showing a replay of it. But listen, Havertz had a couple shots. They're not showing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Saka's on the floor. Get up, bro. You ain't going to get them free kicks, despite Arsenal complaining. Odegaard gets fined if he shoots. What happened to Saka there? Why is it... Oh, Diaz caught the back of his Achilles there. Accidental, but that is painful, by the way. That is painful. He's limping, but he's up. He should be all right. Anybody got any idea why Odegaard doesn't shoot from 25 yards out on his left foot? I'm just asking for a friend. I don't understand it. Odegaard needs to shoot more. Here come Arsenal. Reece Nelson, it's blocked. Here's Odegaard. Oh, he hits the crossbar. Here's Jorginho. Saka. They couldn't score in a brothel. You lot are useless. They're useless in front of goal. Honestly, we're as blunt as a teaspoon. Odegaard hits the crossbar. Saka misses the rebound. These guys can't finish, mate, honestly. Your mum would make you your dinner and they would spill it on the floor and smash the plate. Honestly, they can't finish their dinner. What's going on here? Like, what is going on? In front of goal, we look useless. Here come Liverpool. Darwin Núñez. Oh, what? Ben White does well there in the end. Clears it to Ramsdale. I need to see the replay of that. I'm getting my boots on if this carries on. This is a joke. What's going on with these guys in front of goal? Gonna need some more red stripe. I've got Vimto in here, but I might need one. Saliba up against Darwin. That's a foul, ref. Oh, I need to see the replay, man. I don't understand. How have we not scored? Show the replay, man. Why are they showing that? Here's Saka up against Gomez. Oh, Saka gets clattered there. Oh, Ben White. Woo! It's a heavy challenge on Diaz. He wins the ball. It's that kind of scissor kick motion. It's not a foul, though. Ref says play on. I like that from the ref. Oh, my days. Odegaard isn't an attacking midfielder, said Zach. I don't know what he is then, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. Eros, I can't stop laughing at the dinner analogy. Bro, I don't get it. Your mum seasoned up all the dinner for you, you know, roast potatoes, everything. She'd give it you, dropped it, you've smashed it, you got gravy all over. What the hell's going on? Now you're starving. Now you're eating super noodles. It don't make no sense. Why are they not showing the replay? I want to see the replay. Odegaard hits the bar. Here we go. Look at this. Gomez gets caught by Saka. Havertz, roll it. Nelson shot's blocked. Odegaard then hits the bar. Jorginho lays it off to Saka. I mean, Havertz is in there. I think, it's a great block from Konate, you know. Take nothing away from Konate. He saved a goal there, honestly. He saved a goal. That's hitting the back of the net from Nelson. It's an unbelievable block from Konate. These lot, man, I'm telling you. I feel like Odegaard should score there. Why are you putting so much height on it to hit the crossbar? They need the footballing equivalent of Viagra. I don't know what's going... Havertz, I don't know. I'm not blaming him for the pass. I think Nelson scores. It's a great block from... But then, how have we not scored? Anyway, we go again. We go again. Foul there by Declan Rice on Curtis Jones. Free kick to Liverpool. Edge of the box. Why did Jorginho pass the ball to Saka at a tighter angle? I thought Jorginho should have shot. It was on his left foot. He didn't seem to want to hit it. We should have won it back there. If I see any Eddie scores this, them comments, I'm going passer God. Here come Liverpool. You've got to be careful because they're a good team. They will have opportunities. Here's Harvey Elliott up against Kivior. Jones and Trent. They've got a lot of players over on this right-hand side. Liverpool playing in their purple kit. Good defending there by Nelson. The pass is over here and Ramsdale collects it. People were saying in the comments, calm down. There's no calm here, people. I'm telling you. There's no calm here. We should be 2-0 up, at least. We should be 2-0 up right now. Nelson should have scored the first one. Probably Odegaard should have scored that. Just smash it on target. Here's Ramsdale. Plays out to Saliba. Listen, the positive thing, we are playing well. But if you can't finish your chance, it means very little at the end of the day. Nelson, what kind of a pass is that? What the hell is that? Have you ever heard of pass appreciation, Kivior? You've whacked the ball at him, bouncing to him. Like, what is this? Roll the ball to him on the floor. It bounced off Nelson. It's a terrible ball. This guy Kivior, man, honestly. Where did they get him from? Here's Darwin Núñez. The thing that's frustrating about this is you know Liverpool will get an opportunity at some stage. Here's Cody Gakpo. Looks for Luis Diaz. Corner of the penalty area. Finds Harvey Elliott. Here's Cody Gakpo again. And you can't miss those chances. Nelson looking better than Martinelli. I mean, he should have scored them. Given away there by Curtis Jones. Odegaard overhits the pass to Saka. You forced him back. Come on, Odegaard, get us ticking. If you're not shooting, you got to at least create. That's a good ball. Havertz does well. Havertz playing all right, you know. Havertz is playing all right. I just want to see a bit more attacking threat from him. Kivior and Nelson on the left-hand side. Who would have thought there'd be a day we'd see a left-hand side of that? We grew up on Ashley Cole and Robert Pires. I know I'm going back, you know, History Channel settings again, people. But Winterburn and Overmars, Ashley Cole and Pires, Kivior and Reece Nelson. But big up Reece. You came through the academy. You ain't had a lot of chances. And Kivior, you ain't a left back. But it's funny how times change, right? Big up Phil. Thank you for the super sticker, bro. Really appreciate your kind donation. 16 minutes gone. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Should be 1 or 2-0 to Arsenal. Missed 2 clear-cut chances. Odegaard hits the bar from about 10, 11 yards out. And Reece Nelson, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The ball's bouncing. Just try and lift it over Alisson. He decides to take it round him and runs out of room. And hits the side netting. We should be at least 1 or 2-0 up. But Liverpool have possession now. And listen, when you play against good teams, you've got to punish them. All that will do is give Liverpool more confidence, you know. Here come Liverpool, right-hand side. Cody Gakpo playing in a slightly deeper role today, attacking midfield. Jashar, big up Curtis. Hurry up and send my guy to the... Oh, yeah, get him out of there, man. Palace can have Eddie, man. Listen, Tesco meal deal. That's all I need, mate. Just give me a decent sandwich, a fruit box, and a Tropicana, and he's yours, mate. You know, pennies you can have him for. We'll send him for free. But big up Jashar. Hope you're well, bro. He's the Palace and Arsenal fan. Noonan said, I'm putting on my Mondays and head into the Emirates. Just tell him you'll do voluntary work at this point. Declan Rice does well. Wins the ball off Gakpo. Nelson does well. Jorginho. Come on, man. We need to win this game. We are playing well, but means nothing if you can't finish your chances. Here's Odegaard. Good possession. Hennock said, why doesn't Smith Rowe start? I don't think this manager really rates him, unfortunately. Whatever the reason is, maybe he's not the same player since the injury. I don't know. We've seen so little of him since he came back. It's difficult to say, you know, is ESR that player that he was 2 years ago? You know, 2 years ago, he was in the England squad. And right now, I don't know. I don't know. And we know how important this manager takes training. You know, I think he picks players based off training. And as I've always said, some of the best players don't train well. And that's just the reality. Sometimes when you know you're that good a player, you're not running through brick walls in training. It's not the right way maybe to do things, but some players are just like that. They just train to just tick over and keep fit. But this manager wants players to run through brick walls in training. Big up Pat, he said, big up Big C in the community. Nice shot by Odegaard. We need to finish. Couldn't score on an all-night brothel with £1,000 in his hand. Here's Ben White. Ramsdale smashes it long up front. Oh, bit of confusion there. Look at Odegaard. Come on, come on. Chance to break. Oh, we've slowed it down. We've ended up going backwards. Liverpool were caught out a little bit there. Yeah, Hazard. They said he was one of the worst trainers at Chelsea. You know what time it was on match day, though. You know, and that's the reality. Ronaldinho apparently used to train less days than the other players when Frank Rijkaard was the manager, because he said he didn't need to train every day, which is wild. Here's Reece Nelson up against Konate. He does well there. Here's Saka. Whips it in. It's blocked. Kicks it straight in Curtis Jones' head. Odegaard. Saka's there. Nelson. Odegaard. You're still playing 1-2s. Stop playing 1-2s on the edge of the area. Gabriel, what the hell is that? Saka's offside, mate. Throw into Liverpool. Odegaard just doesn't want to shoot. I don't understand it. Crazy. Odegaard is a frustrating player. Such a talented footballer, but for some reason doesn't trust himself to shoot. He's actually got a good left foot. Here's Trent, who's had a quiet game so far. I mean, he's Come on, Reece, man. You're meant to be quick. Trent's just ran away from him. Here's Darwin Núñez. Whips it across. Ben White, you do not need to kick that out for a corner. Use your left foot and kick it the other way. I don't understand that. Somebody explain that defending to me. The ball gets crossed in from our left, straight to Ben White. The goal's there. Ben White's facing this way. Hook it with your left foot away from goal. He decides to volley it that way with his right foot. Now Liverpool have a corner. What is that from Ben White? No need to give a corner away there. We better not concede. Here's Harvey Elliott. Whips it in. Free header goes wide. Darwin Núñez. Let off. Absolute let off. What on earth was that? I don't know if the commentators are talking about it because my commentary's turned down. That's terrible defending. That is awful. He's unmarked. Who's marking him? Look at Odegaard. Look at Odegaard! He doesn't even jump. What the... Oh, God. He didn't even jump. He said, I don't want to mess my hair up. I've got Brill cream in there. I can't head the ball. Come on, Arsenal. Here's Jacob Kivior. Nelson on the other. Give him the ball! Nelson up against Trent. Go on, lad! Oh, he's fell over, mate. What is that? What the hell is he doing? He runs the ball off the pitch. Reece, man, lift your head up as well. Moving like Martinelli. Look at that. The ball's bounced off his shin pad. He just... Okay, it's hit his shin pad. And then he's just given up. He said, you know what? I'm going to slide on the floor, mate. I ain't getting that. He's hit his shin pad. It's awful. Phil, thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, I want to pay for memberships for Arteta, Edu, and Kroenke. They could use the education. They could, bro. They need to know what time it is. Here's Havertz. Turn on the ball, Havertz. He looked like he was going to fall to sleep on the ball there. Núñez and Saliba in a race here. Only one winner, mate. The French Rolls Royce. Not the Uruguayan Ford Escort. Here's Declan Rice. Come on! We should be winning. Kivior gives it away. Big up Phil. Here come Liverpool. Harvey Elliott. Right hand side. Crosses it in. Headed away by Saliba. Nelson, be careful. Deckers, why are you going backwards? Gabriel clears it. Jerome said, big up Big C in the community. I'm hearing the same criticism from you every game. These men don't learn. Odegaard, 25 yards out, doesn't shoot. You know, it's the same things that we're constantly talking about. It's a bit jarring. Foul there. Jorginho on Trent. I mean, it was a soft foul. Trent almost forced the referee. I mean, it's a foul. Jorginho's swearing, but you're dragging his shirt off his back, bro. What's the point? That's where Jorginho is a complete liability. He hasn't got the strength. He was next to Trent. He should have just tried to hold him up. He's panicking and pulling his shirt off. Now you've given away a free kick and Trent's got an elite delivery. Yeah, this is why Reece don't start. Reece is a live wire, mate, but his footballing IQ at the moment, it's not there. He's inexperienced. He hasn't played enough football for a player of his age. You know, he's getting 1v1 with Trent. Harvey Elliott whips it in. It's up in the air. Ramsdale collects it. Come on, man. Here come Arsenal on the attack. Kai Havertz gives it away. Don't get me started with him. I was complimenting him at the start. The giraffe's coming back again. That's better by Jorginho. Here's Odegaard. Finds Reece Nelson. We need more from the attack. We need more. Jorginho. Sometimes against big teams, you can't create big chances all the time. You need to take them pop shots from 25 yards. Here's Nelson up against Trent. Goes all the way back to Saliba. The giraffe was re-emerging then, I'm telling you. He's so relaxed, he looks like he could fall asleep on the ball, Kai Havertz, honestly. Kivior has the sprint record at Arsenal. He's a treadmill runner, man. You know these guys, they'll go in the gym, they're on the treadmill going mental. Put them on a football pitch, they can't run. It's a different kind of running. He's a treadmill runner. He probably puts 150 kg on the weights. You know, not interested. Run on a football pitch. It looks like he's running in treacle on a football pitch. Great turn by Saka. 1-2 with Odegaard. Yes, here we go. Here's Nelson. Prove your worth. 1v1 with Trent. What's that, Saka? Use your head. I know they say blondes are not as intelligent. Since Saka's gone blonde, it's like he's going stupid. Honestly, since he's had this blonde in his hair. I mean, the ball from Nelson, it's a bobbly mess. Look at the ball's back. He tries to. It's a terrible shot. Look at that ball from Nelson. The ball's bouncing. He wants you to lay him off to hit the ball, bro. Roll it to him on the floor. It's a horrible shot. It's one of them shots where, you do your ankle when you hit it. This guy needs to change. Look, he's hurt his foot now. He's limping. He's probably kicked the top of the ball and all sorts. These are, what I say, blondes just want to have fun. Oh, you know what I mean? Them songs there. He's a dumb blonde right now. No disrespect to any blondes out there, but he's moving like an unintelligent blonde. We saw it happen to Rashford. Rashford got 30 goals. He went blonde. He couldn't hit a barn door. Great header by Saliba. He's having a really good game against Darwin. Here's Jorginho, fouled by Luis Diaz. Free kick to Arsenal. Yeah, them tunes there, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, to be fair, Nelson, the pass was horrific. It was an absolute bobbly mess. You'd think he was playing in Hackney Marshes, the way that ball was bobbling to him. People saying Rashford was also rubbish with dark hair. Well, he got 30 goals in all comps, but look at Saka. He's tying his laces. You need to do more than that, mate. You need to sort your shooting boots out. Change them. Here's Gabriel. 28 minutes gone in the game so far. Kivior, good ball down the line. This is a chance. Havertz, pass! Odegaard! Oh, come on. Jorginho finds Rice. Is anybody going to shoot from outside the area? Ben White finds Saka. Saka finds Odegaard. Who else? They love that triangle. Whips in. Headed away by Trent. It's cleared. Here's Jorginho. Declan Rice, great ball. Havertz, heavy touch. Well, not heavy, but Trent. Look how easy Trent's just got round Havertz there. You're like a statue, mate. It's like the Statue of Liberty. What a touch by Luis Diaz that is, by the way. Here's Harvey Elliott. Honestly, Trent just jogged around Havertz there. What kind of pressing is that? Listen, Nelson, I've been saying, give him a chance. Experiment over for me. Experiment over for me at half-time. I'm dragging him at half-time, honestly. It's not like he's been that bad, but he's getting... Oh, what a tackle, Declan Rice. Come on. Here's Odegaard. Give it to Havertz or shoot. Here's Havertz. Come on. Shoot, man. What is that, you garbage? You are pathetic. Shoot the damn ball, you giraffe. No wonder Chelsea sold him. Wake up. Has he had sleeping tablets? Hit the ball. What's he do? What kind of shooting technique is that? This Chelsea reject. He's playing football like he's asleep. That guy, honestly, man, get him off as well. He's got the intensity of an old age pensioner, that guy, honestly. He's giving him a good pass. What's it taking so long to shoot? That's handball, ref. Trent's playing basketball. He's like Damian Lillard. Ref says no free kick. I can't cope with this guy. He just drives me mad, bruv. I'm telling you, Havertz is just a headache. It's not even Arsenal therapy. I need Havertz therapy as well. He's in the box. Ball's rolled to him. What's he waiting for? And he grabs Nelson afterwards. I just don't get this guy. Get him off as well. I was patient with him, but the first 20 minutes he played all right. What the hell is he doing? Ball over the top. Gabriel and Nunez. Kivior clears it long. It's a poor pass, though. I don't know what the hell is going on with Havertz. Why does Havertz look like he's playing in low power mode? Man seems to be conserving it. Bro, you know, you're spot on with that, you know. Honestly, you know when you put your phone into power saving, screen goes a bit darker, a few apps close down, you're on 12% battery, you know, you need that half an hour until you get home to keep the battery going. Man's in power saving mode. You've actually nailed it, Shaquille. He's got no charger. They ain't charged him since he's been at Leverkusen. Chelsea sold him to us on low battery. What the hell is going on with it? You know, you try and put the light on and it says there ain't enough battery. I'm so frustrated with this game. Here come Liverpool. Jeez, it's a good job he never saw Darwin's run. Here's Curtis Jones. Is anyone going to close him down or... I can't believe this Arsenal team, honestly. It's so hard supporting this team at times. They drive you insane. I'm saying the phone's out of power completely. Here's Harvey Elliott. Tackle him, man. Here's Havertz. Look at him. It's just running into people. You can't run through someone, mate. He's lost the ball. I've got to be careful here, honestly. I've got to be careful. This guy's making me, I can't believe the way the guy's playing. He actually started the game off all right. He's reverted to type now. Here's Ben White. Just get rid of it, man. Jones. He's done you there, bro. Absolutely done you. Now he's doing Ronald. Does he give a free kick? You Joey Essex, mate. If that's a free kick... I might have to turn this stream off. I can't. Look what Curtis Jones is doing to Ben White. You're done, mate. You're doing wrestling moves on him. He said he don't watch football. He can't play football. This B-Tech Joey Essex. He should be in the... He needs to go IB for tonight and just sell tickets on the strip. I'm convinced he's just a party promoter. That's all he is. He gets pushed off the ball by Jones. Too strong for him. And then because he wants to, you know, he feels like his ego's been hurt a little bit. Instead of me just trying to win the ball back... I'll get twisted up by him and push him over and give a free kick. And now Trent's got a free kick to whip in. And he's got one of the best deliveries in the Prem. This team, the common sense in this team is crazy. And the lack of common sense. Here's Trent, whips it in. Luckily, he puts it over the bar. I'm going to be honest, I need to calm down. I actually said to myself before this game today, it's the FA Cup, it's the third round. I'm going to try and be more calm than usual. I can't. Honestly, send Ben White on a club 18 to 30 holiday and let him just promote for the summer. Go Ibiza, go Marbella, sell tickets to Ocean Beach. He ain't interested in defending. He don't look like he wants to defend. Michael Thomas at the game, 89. Played for Liverpool and Arsenal. I need to relax. Honestly, I need to relax. This ain't good. They get me so angry. They get me so angry watching this team. Here's Reece Nelson. I'd make changes at half time. Dwayne said I play better football on FIFA than these, man. That ain't hard. Havertz, the tranquilised giraffe. Here's Curtis Jones. 2 players on him. Don't foul him. Saliba's been outstanding. Saliba's probably a better striker than Havertz at this point. Here's Odegaard. Make a run. Here's Havertz. Come on. Are you going to shift? Shift! Oh, he's offside. He's useless. He's just... Oh... The Chelsea guys, I mean, that's close. The Chelsea, they must have thought it was April Fool's Day when that phone call came through. We want to sign Kai Havertz. Okay, we'll take 10, 15, 65. What, million? What, pounds? Same day delivery, mate. We'll have him at the Emirates in 45 minutes, no problem. No, don't worry about the medical. You can have him. Dwayne said, I said that AT, we wasted it. Half, having all this possession, moments. Liverpool will be a different beast in the second half as usual. We'll feel sorry at the end of the match for sure. I mean, I hope not. Coburn said, a little bit of Blanco in the sun. Yo. Mambo number 5. Come on, Saka. 1v1 with Joe Gomez in the area. What you got? You're so predictable, mate. You're so predictable sometimes. Here's Ben White. Finds Odegaard. He's in the area. Of course he won't shoot. He's not allowed. He whips it in. It gets blocked. And we end up back with Saliba. Because Odegaard don't want to shoot ever. Here's Jorginho. Finds Nelson. Nelson's had a very up and down first half. Rice, do you want to shoot? Here's Rice. Saved by Alisson. All of a sudden, you're sitting here at half-time going, how are we not winning? And you always have that nerve-wracking feeling that Liverpool will score. Here's Curtis Jones. Good tackle. Saka, but he plays it back. Saliba's been outstanding. So has Gabriel. He's done well as well. But Saliba, even on the ball, is quality. Just as I said quality, he gave the ball straight to Curtis Jones, but he got the rebound. Plays it up to Havertz. Here's Odegaard. He wins a free kick. Quite lucky there. Listen, I don't mind Declan Rice shooting from there, to be honest. It wasn't a great shot. He was straight at him. Here's Odegaard. Come on, Havertz. Come on, Saka. Saka is getting 1v1. Look, Diaz don't even want to defend. That's it. A step. He knows you inside out, bro. Ben White shoots. Tipped over by Alisson. It's probably the best shot we've had from outside the box. Saka seems to, like Gomez, it's like he knows what Saka's going to do before he even gets the ball. That's actually a good shot from Ben White. Drills it from the edge of the box. Forces Alisson to tip it over for a corner. Does the crowd gas players to shoot? I don't think the atmosphere has been as good in the last few weeks when I've listened to it, to be fair. Saka making Gomez look like Maldini. It's crazy. Come on, Saka. Decent in-swinging corner. Can we get a goal? 7 minutes till half-time. It's high. It's Havertz! You, mate. I just give up. I need to stay calm, genuinely. My head's going to explode. It's like a cartoon. I'm waiting for the Tweety birds. He heads it wide from 6 yards. He's a giraffe. I'm sorry. I don't have the patience. Kwanzaa didn't even jump. He heads it wide from 7 yards, 6 yards out. Mikel, what have you got to say? He's clapping him. He's clapping him for missing from 7 yards. Get him off at half time, mate. He's useless. Honestly, look, he's useless. Get him off this football pitch. Look, Liverpool got another injury here. I think that's Gomez. I hope it's Gomez because he's locking off Saka. Oh, it's Kwanzaa, the young boy. I just don't understand this guy, Kai Havertz. I don't get it. Well, Kwanzaa's down injured. The young boy looks like a muscular injury. I just want to see what happened to him there. Ooh, that was mad. He like stood on the ball. He's jawed something there, either his knee or he miscontrols. Jones plays it, yeah. I don't know, is he holding his ankle? But it looks like he's coming off. Kwanzaa, who've they got on the bench? I mean, I don't know. Most of them players are young players. Jota, obviously, attacking player. Gravenberch. I don't think they've got any first-team midfielder. Odegaard hyping up the crowd. But we need more than that. He's a cheerleader at the moment. Have hurts, you're right. Have hurts, Arsenal fans. I don't know if they're making a change. I think we need the intro for some look. Nah, do you know what, bro? I need to... I'll do it at half-time, but I can't keep doing it. You're going to mash up the flow of the stream, but I appreciate it, Coburn. I will do it. Saka's down on the floor again. I think he's appealing for a penalty, you know. I think Arsenal are appealing for a penalty here. Saka's on the floor. PJ Moella have a text message in the next 5 minutes. Come on, Saka. I'm sorry, Saka. You got to... You're eating... Oh, he kind of barges him in the stomach, chest a little bit, but you need to eat some more jollof rice, man. You're eating too much beans on toast. Making him weak, man. You got to be stronger than that. CFC said, Big C, you didn't read the manual. The giraffe doesn't understand the quantum physics from football, from the Lego head. He doesn't seem to. Maybe the instructions are in a different language. Here's Declan Rice. Good ball. Pass. Odegaard wins a very soft free kick there, but we'll take it. We will take it. Free kick, cross in position. Oda crowd. That's all I see him doing at the moment. He's hyping up the crowd and playing 1-2s on the edge of the area. I'm telling you, man, Saka needs some yam and dumpling and banana, man. He's eating too much. He's eating McDonald's, man. He's moving weak. Right, free kick. Odegaard to whip it in. Come on. Or Saka's whipping it in. Please. Do we ever score from a set piece? Expected hair flicks. As long as you don't wipe snot in his hair like he did at Fulham. Saka to take it, but Odegaard's hanging on the edge of the area. I reckon Saka's going to lay this off to Odegaard. Watch this. No, he whips it in. Oh my God, he puts it out for a goal kick. Stay calm. Don't let him wind you up. There's nothing you can do about it. What the hell is that? The lack of quality at times in this team is insane. We really need to stop overhyping some of these players. Like, they're good. Of course they're good, but the world-class shouts need to stop. Here's Trent. Whips it down the line. Nunes is the wrong side. Oh, Ramsdale puts out for a throw-in. Nunes had the run of... Saliba there a little bit. He was caught out. It's the wind. Yeah, maybe it's windy. Maybe it's a bit too windy for the players. They can't play. It's a tornado. They can't handle it. Liverpool in possession. I think Kwanzaa's all right now. Yeah, he's back on. Fair play to him. He looked like he was coming off. Here's McAllister. Press him. Press Odegaard. God, you've let him out. Yes! Come on! Havertz! 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 Yo! Just make it stop. Make it. I can't take no more. I can't oh my God, why is he taking so long? To be fair, the pass from Odegaard, it should be in front of him. Here come Liverpool. Diaz goes over his head. It's out for a throw-in. We're just absolute... Like, he's shaking. Look, this guy keeps clapping him. Stop clapping him. You should be clapping him round the back of his head. Look at the weak shot, man. It's just... It's like a pass back. Havertz having a stinker. Absolute stinker. Now he handballs it. He's playing basket. And he gets... Get up! You weakling! Why are you getting dashed to the ground like that by McKay? I'm done. I can't take no more. Here come Liverpool. Trent hits the crossbar. Smashes it against the bar and it goes out for a throw-in. Havertz, disaster class. He's been absolutely woeful. Trent, what a hit. What a hit, son. Hits the bar. Gabriel goes across, drills it. Oh, I thought Ramsdale got a touch on it. He didn't. Crossbar challenge. Havertz has to be a Chelsea agent. That's all it can be at this point. He's a Chelsea agent. He must have a Chelsea shirt on underneath. He's absolutely woeful. I'd drag him off at half-time. I'd drag him off. Get Trossard on up front. I can't take 45 more minutes of this. The laptop will go out the window. 2 minutes till half-time. This half's been horrible. Like, we've actually played quite well and haven't scored. It's crazy. 29 shots of Gray. Tupac would be alive if Havertz shot him. Yeah, it wouldn't have even reached him. I don't think he's got the shot power. Oh, dear. Liverpool in possession. Kwanzaa. Ball down the line. Finds Curtis Jones. Declan Rice. Great tackle. White finds Odegaard. He'll be on the floor in seconds. There we go. 2 seconds. On the floor. Nothing wrong with it. I told you, didn't I? So predictable. 1, 2, on the floor. Done. I don't get it. I do not get it. It's like a baby crawling on the floor. Honestly, at this point. Every time someone goes near, oh, ref, oh, he hurt my shoulder. That must be a foul. Soft. You're the captain. You're the leader. Some of these Arsenal players think this is a non-contact sport. Rice is doing all right in there, but it's not enough. We carried Havertz in midfield. He's getting exposed now. There's no hiding place when you're up front. Oh, he's making good runs. No, he's missing sitters. He's going to fall asleep, I'm convinced. Don't foul him, Nelson. Well done. Throw into Arsenal. Come on. Taken quick. Here's Havertz. He's on the floor. He's been wiped out. Gakpo wipes him out. He does win a free kick, though. Just get him off the pitch at this point. Just get him off. 6'3". Ooh, ow! Honestly, people. Honestly, Kai Havertz. Uncomfortable conversations. Uncomfortable conversations. That guy is looking like one of the worst signings we have made in a long time. I can't believe Reece Nelson's taking this free kick, but I hope he proves me wrong. We're over the 2 minutes, so if we score now, we'll be going straight in at half-time. Nelson, in-swinging free kick. It's headed away. It comes out to the edge of the box. Terrible half, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Created chances, yes, we have. The first part of it is great. The preparation was fantastic. We've seasoned up the chicken. You know, the jerk sauce. We've cleaned the chicken. We've done all we need to do. You've put it in the oven. You fell asleep and you've burnt the dinner. That's what we've done. We've burnt the dinner. We're all hungry. We've waited hours for the dinner and it's burnt out the oven. The smoke alarm's going off. And now we're having super noodles for dinner, people. Kai Havertz, mate. I don't want to individualise anybody because it is a team game. But I need to see bank accounts and betting applications at this point. He must have been sent by Chelsea to do this. I'm convinced. Abramovich, before he left, said, listen, one more mission, right? One more mission. We've already done them with Willian We've already done them with Gallas. We've already done them with Peter Cech. But just one more to finish them off. Kai Havertz, just to finish it all off. The guy is absolutely rubbish. And don't get me wrong, there's some other players not playing great either. You know, Nelson, if I was going to describe Nelson now, I would say he looks immature. He looks immature to me. He looks like a guy that's just come out the youth team that's trying to figure out first team football. Kai Havertz. I've got Havertz on the brain. Reece Nelson. Nelson looks like he's just come out the under-23s and he's trying to, the first team game and when he's got the ball, it's like he's having a panic attack. Look at this. They're showing you the chance. Bounce. Lob him there. Didn't back himself. Didn't back himself to finish. Should be 1-2-0 up easily. What a ball that is. Lob him. Oh my God. Alisson's one of the last goalkeepers you want to try and take the ball around. He spreads himself so well. How he will not sleep tonight. I'm telling you now, he will not sleep. That is a huge opportunity. Saka for me has not been great either. The whole front three have not been good enough. I'm going to say it as it is. Other channels are available that will, stand around or tap around the subject. I'm like Cat Williams people right now. I'm exposing everything. Saliba, best player on the pitch for Arsenal anyway. But do you want your centre-back to be the best player on the pitch? No. Is there ever a time that an attacking player is going to be the best player on the pitch? That's what I want. I want my striker to be the man of the match. I want the right winger. I want the left winger. Latte Curtis, what did Arteta see in Kai before signing him? I reckon somebody's earned a lot of money out of that deal. I'm sorry, I don't care. That's not a normal transfer. That should be investigated. You can't pay £65 million for Kai Havertz. Oh, look at the chances we missed. Pathetic. Absolutely ridiculous. Listen, Nelson, I think somebody just said it there. You've took the words right out of my mouth, actually. Reece Nelson hardly kicked a ball. There it is. Sly Gooner, lack of match sharpness. Yeah, you're right. Listen, Trent is in good form this season. It's Liverpool. It's a big game. Reece doesn't quite look at it for me. I thought Reece would have ran Trent a few times in this game. He hasn't. The amount of chances. Hit it! Touch, 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 and then he scuffs it into the ground. It's a comedy act at this point. That is Def Comedy Jam. It really is from Havertz. Oh my God. Wow. Absolute wow. And again, Havertz, 6 yards out. The guy doesn't even jump in front of him. He heads it wide. I'd love to hear what Shearer's saying about his finishing. Or lack of. Then boy, some strong Jamrock roots tonic in them body. Weak like last week and soft Dan Cotton. Yo. Weak! Soft! That's how I have to. Weak! Them man there, them brothers there. Weak players, fam. I'm sick of it. Just get me some beasts that run through brick walls, man. Jackson is better than Havertz. He's trash. I agree. I actually agree, and I think Jackson's rubbish. At least he's, a problem and he's got movement. We don't just need a striker. We are desperate. We're desperate for a striker, honestly. We don't just need a striker. Like, yeah, we could do with a striker. No, we are desperate for a striker. Like you would not believe. Like you would not believe, honestly. Whammer said, karma, Kai will score a bag in the second half. I love your optimism, bro. I really do. River said, we have to buy a striker. Oh, but FFP, we've got no money. Zamir said, big up Curtis, bro. I have no words to describe this Kai Havertz. How is this guy 65 million? Believe me, we have a clown coach. 65 million for that guy. Your job should be on the line. I don't care what anyone says. Keeping Eddie and Ketty. But listen, we won't get into all that. It's half time. I haven't even put the half-time tweet out. Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. Should be 2 or 3 up. Everything good until the final third. But we could get punished. Desperately need a new striker. What subs would you like to see? I'd get Trossard on up front for Havertz. And I'd probably get Smith Rowe on somewhere, or Martinelli. All right, listen, honestly, if we don't win this game, Arsenal therapy will be nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. We got to go to like a wellness retreat to get over this one. This will take weeks. We'll have to do yoga, meditate in the morning. You know what I mean? This is going to take... Arsenal therapy can't deal with this. At home against the Liverpool team with half their team missing and missing sitters galore. Sam has said, what's up, C? I think these guys play under strict sanctions. Kai will end up scoring. We get them with pace. They are sitting back. They are afraid. I don't even think Liverpool are afraid. I just think they're below full strength. And you can see that. If you take out Salah, Szoboszlai, Robertson and Van Dijk, they're not going to look the same. You know, that's like taking out Saliba, our best centre-back, take out our best left-back, take out Declan Rice, and take out Saka. You know, of course we would look. I don't think they're scared. I think they're just kind of sitting back and trying to hit us on the break. Crafty said these players are seriously allergic to shooting, constantly trying to score the perfect goal. So frustrating. The thing I always say, same thing I said about Lacazette, same thing I say about Jesus. Is it an instruction from the manager that he wants them to work the ball into the penalty area before they pull the trigger? I don't know, because why do they do it so often? We've seen Odegaard score from 25 yards out. So why does he not shoot when he gets opportunities? Saka ain't been the same since the hairdo. I just think, honestly, and I'm a big fan of Saka like every Arsenal fan is, he looks very predictable to me this season, Saka. Doesn't look that difficult to play against. And you know the crazy thing about it? Gomez is one-on-one with Saka time after time after time. Watch Luis Diaz when Saka breaks. He's not exactly working hard to get back and double up on him. He's jogging back. Saka's getting 1v1 with Gomez. He's hardly got past him. It's like Gomez saying, Saka, mate, I've trained with you for England. I know exactly what you're going to do. And he takes the ball off him. It seems so easy for him. Positive vibes since 2004. Listen, I love that, bro. You know, that's why I got this shirt, you know, the gold, the burgundy. Better times. But hey, it is what it is. Burkowski said, I've seen 5'9" McAllister out-jump 6'4" Havertz for a header. Havertz has no aerial presence. Havertz needs some lamp oil. Bro, he needs a flight. That's what he needs. He needs to go to the airport and get himself out of there. Degam said, imagine prime Aubameyang in this team. Well, if I speak, I'm suspended 6 months. S. Runny said, Kai Havertz shots look so telegraphed and slow. Telly giraffe. Christian said, I'm convinced this Havertz transfer was extortion. I'm telling you, they must have some real dirt on us. They say, listen, man, if we reveal that, you're getting a points deduction. Right, you're going to buy our worst player for the full price. And they said, we want 65 for Havertz. And you're going to pretend you wanted him as well. It's crazy. If you put Havertz on in a race with a tortoise, I would put my bet on the tortoise. Easy. Latte, Kai, run with the ball, shooting technique, heading, all weird. It looks off, don't it? It looks off. Get Ian Wright on. He's in the stadium, somebody just said. Get Righty on there, man. Can't be any worse. And Wright is, how old's Righty? 50? 60? Something like that. Get him on. 1-0 smash and grab loading, says Marcel. It has that horrible feeling as an Arsenal fan, don't it? Because we've had so many opportunities and you're like, what happens if they get a big opportunity? You know, it doesn't feel like they would miss that many chances. So that's where it's worrying. And listen, the sad thing is we've actually played quite well. You know, you're playing against Liverpool. They're top of the Premier League. Yeah, they've got players missing. but we've actually been the dominant side. If you don't finish your chances, it will turn against you, and that's the problem. And listen, like Austin's saying, Jota's on the bench. We know what Jota's been to Arsenal over the years. He's what Jamie Vardy was. He's what Firmino was. They've just got that thing of they always seem to score against us. Just seeing the goal there from Gibbs White. You see that? 25 yards out, smashes it in the top corner. Just seen another unbelievable goal there. Who's that? Patrick Bamford, who's not even a good player, really. Look at that goal if you're watching this game. Chests it down, volleys it over the goalkeeper in the top corner. That is an absolutely outrageous goal, that is. That's Patrick Bamford, who, by the way, kept Eddie Nketiah out of the Leeds team when they were in the Championship. But if I speak, I'm in big, big trouble. So we won't get into that one. Do you know the crazy thing about that Havertz performance? And I'm really sorry to bang on about Havertz, but I'm shell-shocked about what I'm watching. The manager will probably say he's having a good game. I genuinely think he will. He'll say he was a constant threat. You know, he had plenty of shots. He's applauding him every time he misses. He will cap and cap and cap and say that he's played well. They probably won't even ask him about it in the press conference. Big up Abby, who's become a new member. Big up yourself. Member stream in the week, and we will have a lot to talk about. And Stuart, thank you for the super chat. He said, well, Curtis, it's Arsenal v Liverpool under 13s, apparently. Horrendous mistakes, ridiculous lack of organisation from the Scousers, with Ramsdale and Saliba handling everything that looks through. Your side cannot fail to win. Stuart, this is Arsenal, my friend. That last sentence is one we will never say or believe as Arsenal fans. What you will say is, listen, Liverpool have not played that well at all. They have got big players missing. I didn't expect the same level of intensity. The question is, if you're Liverpool and you're in that dressing room, you're going to say, number one, Trent's hit the crossbar. Number two, they're going to look at it and go, well, Arsenal are missing sitters. They could get one decent chance and nick this 1-0. We've seen this happen. We did this to West Ham, dominated, 30 shots, missed chances, got sucker punched and lost 2-0. So, by all means, I am not sitting there thinking, well, we dominated, so we'll win. This team need to learn to finish their chances. And Richard said, Arsenal hospitalisation tomorrow. Please, no. Let's just have a quiet start to the week. A nice win, and we're in the next round of the FA Cup. I think Aaron Ramsdale's had a very good game. A few of you saying it in the comments. I think Rambo's been excellent. He hasn't really had a lot of saves to make, but obviously his distribution has been fine. It was a great ball that he played for Reece Nelson. He actually should have had an assist, which is crazy to think as a goalkeeper. 6 shots on target for Arsenal, 3 off target. Liverpool, no shots on target in the first half, which is crazy. Jude said, do a stream with Lee Gunnar soon. He rates you. Listen, man, he speaks that harsh reality. Sometimes he's an extremist with it, in my opinion. But, you know, he does say what he thinks, and not a lot of the Arsenal fan base do. Clockend AFC said, if Arteta can't see we need a striker after that, I don't know why he's the manager. Listen, bro, he's got Eddie Nketiah in his back pocket. Arsenal will win 2-1, says John. I mean, I hope you're right. In fact, I hope we don't even concede. Arsenal players coming out second. So, as Arteta give him a bit of a rollicking. If you are Arteta right now, in his defence, you're going to be very frustrated because you're going to say, again, a game we've dominated and we haven't put our chances away. But the reason I don't feel sorry for Arteta is because you've created this situation. You haven't played Reece Nelson enough this season that he's shot when he plays the game. You bought Kai Havertz for £65 million. So I can't justify... You know, because he will say the defence have let him down and he will say the attack have let him down. But you created this. You've overplayed Saka at times. You haven't given Reece Nelson enough game time, and you signed Kai Havertz. So if that front three isn't cooking, that's down to you. Havertz shoots like Mertesacker. He's running like him today as well. I'll be happy if Nketiah scores. I don't mind who scores. Just win the game. Big up everyone locked in. 4,750 of you in the chat. The second half is underway, people. This will have a big influence on what happens for Arsenal over the next couple of weeks. A victory, and we have a 2-week break. The boys will be off to Dubai, warm weather training. A draw would be a replay at Anfield in about a week's time, which we definitely don't want. So can we win this game? Arsenal in possession. No substitutions, by the way, at half-time. Again, just like shooting from outside the box. When does Arteta make half-time subs? Reece Nelson gets yapped there by McAllister. Reece Nelson should not be on this pitch more than 55, 60 minutes. Honestly. Don't get me wrong, he ain't playing terrible, but he's not doing enough. You've got to bring somebody else on and go at Trent and try and give him more problems. Trent has got Reece Nelson in his pocket right now. He looks like he's not worried one bit by playing against him. Young Gunner said our lack of attacking sharpness has to be a tactical instruction from the manager. Half our team have fallen off a cliff. Go back to basics, Mikel. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We are in subscriber-only mode, VIP section, people. And we're looking for at least 3,000 likes by the end of the stream. We're at 1.1k likes at the moment. So hit that button and help the stream get shared a little bit more, people. The more likes it gets, the more shares YouTube will give it. Arsenal in possession. With Aaron Ramsdale. The ball's bobbling around a little bit. Smashes it long. Havertz. Is that not a foul on him? He's on the floor. The ref says get up. Doesn't give it. Konate and him. Just get him off at this point. Seriously. This is just... I mean... You're not looking at the ball. I actually think that's a foul. I actually do think that's a foul. I'm going to be honest. He's not looking at the ball. That's the crazy thing that I think goes against him. But I do think... Konate grabs him as he's running past him. So I'm going to be honest. Havertz had more shots than Liverpool in the first half. Liverpool had 2 shots. Kai Havertz had 5. So the one thing I can give him some credit for, he is shooting. But he might, he's gone to a gunfight with a water pistol. The damage is not enough. It's not enough, I'm afraid. Those kits are anti-shooting. Jerome said, Arsenal leading the league in huddles. Please, please, please sign Ivan Toney. If it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it, Jerome. We need Ivan Toney, so we'll probably sign a left-back on loan that we've never heard of. That would be Arsenal, probably. Here's Konate. Havertz pressing. Come on, man. Look, you see Arteta clapping him. He's absolutely... He will not... I'm willing to bet money Havertz gets 90 minutes. Anything good that he does... Oh, well done. You chase somebody. 280,000 a week and you chase someone. Well done. Bob Wilson in the crowd there. Former Arsenal keeper. Throw into Arsenal on the halfway line. Remember, a draw means a replay at Anfield. Nelson's starting to worry me. He wins a free kick there. There wasn't much in that. Klopp's not happy. Was that a foul by Gakpo? Was he just too strong for him? Big up Pat for liking the video. Josh said toxic positivity is killing the club. Standards are on the floor, aren't they? Here's Saka. He's in behind Gomez. Havertz is free. He can't get it to him, Saka. Gomez is... I don't know what to say. Is he onside? Oh... He gets the wrong side of Gomez. He doesn't want to shoot on his right. He cuts back on his left. Gomez got him in his back pocket at the moment. Here come Liverpool, left-hand side. Curtis Jones. Elliott's on the overlap. Saka has got to do better. Gomez shoots over the bar. KS said he's bleached his brain. Saka has got to do better than that. Gomez has got him in his pocket, man. Pocketing him. I don't know what's going off with Saka at the moment. too predictable, man. Here's Aaron Ramsdale on the ball. How many chances is it going to take for this front three to score a goal? It's unbelievable. Ramsdale smashes it long. Kwanzaa heads it back to Alisson. He's got to make changes. That front three, I mean, no front three has been working at the moment, but this one ain't working. Nelson is not playing. I mean, you could take all of the front three off. He obviously won't take Saka off. We've got to press better than this. Liverpool are really trying to play out from the back. Don't foul Ben White. One goal needed desperately. Diaby scores that. He's got him. You need to be a bit unpredictable there. Try and do a little skill on him. Try and take him on. You've just turned and just shot. He knows you want to turn on your left foot. It's so predictable. Here's Odegaard. How long till he's on the floor? Kwanzaa comes over. He's done well there. That's better. Saka. Jorginho. Looks for Saka. He's offside. And Liverpool clear. It's too easy. Ben White could be... Oh, we could be in trouble. Here's Luis Diaz. Gabriel comes across. Oh, great block. Gabriel still in trouble. Diaz, 2 step overs. Sits down. Good defending, Declan Rice. We looked in trouble there on the break. See Diaz there, though. Unpredictable. Couple step overs. Darwin Núñez finds Diaz 25 yards out. Rice closes him. Whacks it into Núñez. It's a poor pass. It's cleared by Saliba. Liverpool... You can't let them grow into this game if their confidence improves. We could have been caught out on the break there. Diaz was looking for Núñez. Good block by Gabriel. Gabriel does really well there. And then Declan Rice does well to get back on the cover. Get Martinelli on. We need something. We need something, definitely. Do you go for Nelly or do you go for Trossard? I don't know. Trossard hasn't been great the last few weeks either. But definitely got to get Nelson off. I'd get Havertz off as well. Ball over the top. Kivior pulling the shirt of Diaz. Núñez is free. Oh, the ball's a bit behind him. Go to the ball. Stop the shot, Deckers. Done well. Forced him back. Don't foul. Don't foul. Shot. Curtis Jones puts it over. They're starting to get half chances, though. They're getting on the break. As I said at half time, I don't believe Liverpool are scared. I just think they're lacking some of their better players. Look at Kivior there. You're grabbing his arm. What the hell's he doing there? Núñez finds Jones a terrible shot. It went over. Let's see how long it takes Arteta to make substitutions. Genuinely. Let's see how long it takes. We can all see we need to make changes. Saka flicks it on. Here's Odegaard. Great ball. That little flick. Saka, Odegaard, look, trying to get a free kick. And then don't foul him. Curtis Jones does well. Strong. Curtis Jones is strong, man. Can't just barge him off the ball. Yeah, it'll probably be 80 minutes. And he'll try not to take Havertz off as well. He'll pretend he's having a good game. Trent with the long diag. It's a great ball. In behind Ben White is Darwin Núñez. 1v1 with White. He needs some help. Núñez drags him into the area. Cuts inside. Núñez shoots! Just wide by Darwin Núñez. Tries to bend it in that top corner. Goes past Ben White with ease. And just doesn't manage to get enough curl on it. The warning signs are there. You need to change this game, Arteta. These are the warning signs. We need to make subs ASAP. But let's see how long this manager takes. Not far wide there. Didn't get enough curl on it. Here's Reece Nelson up against Diaz. Stay on your feet, bro. Muscled. Goal kick. Get him off. Get him off. Send him to the nursery. Oh, has he give us a free kick? I think he's give us a free... I'll take that all day long. Is it a foul? Never in a million years is that a foul. But I'll take it all day long. That is shoulder to shoulder. Never been a foul in a million years. But I'll take it. The shameless free kick. I hope we score from it as well. Never. He's just too strong for him, but I'll take it. Come on. Let's score a shameless goal from a foul that was never a free kick. Reece Nelson to take it. Got barged to the floor by Diaz. Shoulder to shoulder, but we will take it. Come on. Put a great ball in. We never seem to win the header when we get a free kick or a corner. It always seems to be a defender who heads it away. Here's Nelson, in swinger. It's a terrible cross. Again, why is he taking free kick? We end up all the way back. What is that? Look, we're getting... Rice wins it. They're going to catch us on the break. Diaz. Good defending. How we get caught on the break from our own free... Look at Odegaard. Get off the floor, you pathetic captain. Here's Darwin Núñez up against Ben White. He shifts him. Great tackle, William Saliba. What a tackle. Odegaard 1-2 with Havertz. Odegaard gets bullied. You're weak! Get a protein shake! Oh my God! Here's Núñez in the area. Núñez, good block by Ben White. Twice in 2 minutes, Odegaard's rolling around the floor. He's so weak. Pathetic. The weakest captain I have ever seen. Genuinely rolling around the floor like he's in a nursery. Looking for toys, people. It's unbelievable. He's looking for free kicks rather than being strong and just trying to hold his ground. Jorginho does well there. He's bought that one. Yeah, I like that. You got to do the dark arts. McAllister hardly touched him. Jump in the air, roll around the floor, win the free kick. He's hardly touched him. That's decent. I cannot believe this guy Odegaard. What a tackle from Saliba. Best player on the pitch. Saliba's been outstanding. But the annoying thing is, I'm sick of our defenders being our best players. To win a game, you're going to need an attacking player to actually do something. Make sure you like the stream, people. Over 4,000 of you in the chat. 62 of you on Twitch. Big up the whole C unit. We're locked in, people. We're locked in. Odegaard, free kick. Plays it into Havertz. Great free kick. Havertz down the side. Chips in. Oh, Saka, you! You are a small Lukaku. He can't finish his breakfast. What a miss. What a ball by Kai Havertz. Is he offside? He's on as well. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Sakaka. They can't score. We've been space jammed. We have been space jammed. Look at the state of that. I've got to give some credit to Havertz there. What a ball. Stands it up to the back post. And Saka volleys it over. Gravenberch coming on for Gakpo. Can't believe what I'm watching. Uh-oh. Jota's coming on. Uh-oh. No. McAllister off. Gakpo off. Jota on. Gravenberch on. Guess what? We won't make a change early. It's not what we do. We'll wait till the 75th minute and then bring the wrong player off. Casey Day said, bro, you're an A1 match commentator. You make the game sound more exciting than live commentary. Do more games from a Chelsea fan and from New Jersey. Big up yourself. The thing is, I probably wouldn't have this emotion doing another team. Arsenal drive me nuts. Absolutely mad. Jota's on, people. Jota is on, which isn't good. Why are we not making substitutions? 58th minute. You've got Trossard. You've got Martinelli. You've got ESR. Those three players should be getting on this pitch. Or at least two of them. And none of them are on there. Liverpool have made a double change. How much more do you need to see from Nelson and Havertz? Havertz played a good ball there. That'll probably get him the rest of the game now. Should be 3-0 Arsenal. Trevor said, my partner is saying, is that bloke shouting again? You damn right. This is Arsenal. Lots of shouting. Here's Reece Nelson. Pass, bro. Lift your head. Don't run down blind alleys. You don't know what's down there. Our club are not a joke. Trixie's not happy. Someone tells Saki you can score with your head. Should he have just nodded that in? He tried to volley it. Havertz. That's better. Finds Kivior. Here's Nelson. Havertz is there. Roll it to him. Havertz. What's the delivery like? It's blocked. Good save, Alisson. Saka. Ah! Oh, God. It's a B-Tech Lukaku. It hits his shin pad and goes over the bar. He's gone blonde and he cannot play football. What is that from Saka? Sakaka. Romelu Sakaka. Just roll it to Odegaard. Havertz and Nelson combine. Alisson flicks it. Just volley it to Odegaard and he's unmarked 8 yards out and he scoops it over the bar. Unbelievable. Oh dear, this blonde hair, man. It's Havertz! Down the side. Kanate tackles him. Come on! Come on, man! Sakaka, you know, what the hell is going on? He's playing in Timberland boots. Here's Declan Rice. Where you going, Deckers, man? Go forward. This ain't West Ham. It's a foul. Look at Odegaard. Tackle. Here's Havertz. What you got? Win a penalty or something. Just dive. Odegaard. Good ball into Saka. Give it. Odegaard. Back heel. Do something. You've run out of play. It's a goal kick. Odegaard, stop moaning. You've argued more with the linesman than you have their player. Shut up. Put some snot in your hair. Cross the ball here. Cross it. Cross it. What's he doing? Why are you cutting back? Yeah, Eddie will be on soon. Why is it when the players dye their hair, they stink? Here's Martinelli on. Finally, he makes a good sub. Come on, Nelly, lad! Nelson's off. Nelson needs a loan move, man. That guy needs football. Come on, Martinelli. Restore the faith. I've seen him deal with Trent before. We need it. Saka could get dragged off, but he won't because, you know, the contract. And we don't actually have a natural right winger on the bench, really. With Trossard and ESR, they're better on the left or through the middle. 28 minutes to go. HD Cuts ruining careers with this blonde stuff. Here's Havertz. Oh, Kwanzaa clears it. Joe Gomez wins the head up. Cruz actually got his hair cut at HD Cuts 2 weeks ago. And Chouameni came in a couple hours after we left. But yeah, the blonde ain't helping. I don't think Saka goes HD Cuts. Here is Saka. Up against Joe Gomez. Odegaard, 25 yards out. Of course he won't shoot. He's not allowed. Kivior finds Martinez. Come on, Nelly, lad. Fresh legs. Go and cook Trent. Oh, he loses. He went past 2, but he got too much power on it. Ooh, Trent looking for Jota there. Gabriel and him having a wrestling match. Just nick this 1-0, please. That's all Oh, Saliba. Odegaard gives up, though. You've given up. Look at Odegaard. You're not even running. Here come Liverpool. Harvey Elliott, 25 yards out. Shoot straight at Ramsdale. The lack of work from Odegaard there was horrific. Saliba, the first bad thing you've done all game. Come on, Havertz. You've got to jump with Kanate there, bro. You can't stand next to him and take your eye off the ball. Trent zings it out to Nunez. He can't keep it in. 27 minutes to go. I need a breather. Woosa. Who else is he going to bring on? Smith Rowe hasn't even moved. I don't think he... Uh-oh. Don't zoom in on Eddie and Ketia, bro. Don't zoom in on Eddie, you know. Don't do that to me. I'm stressed out enough watching this. Don't bring Eddie on. I'm with you, Joy, man. Smith Rowe, he had his own song. He was in the England squad, number 10, scoring goals. I might need to do some yoga next time the ball goes out. Do some breathing exercises, man. Jeez. ESR's banned from playing football for Arsenal, I reckon. They zoomed in on Eddie then. That scared me. It's like they were saying, oh, Eddie's going to come on. Nah, stop that. Keep him off the pitch. Then he doesn't get cup-tied. Then we can sell him in January. Here's Kanate. Finds Alisson for Liverpool. It's a strange game. I can't work it out, really. Liverpool are really not doing much, but they seem quite relaxed. Liverpool ideally probably don't want to replay, but Liverpool then would be confident of beating us at Anfield. Saliba's going to get a yellow card. Pulls back Jota there. They had a really big counter-attack on. He pulls his arm back and Saliba gets booked. All of a sudden, an outstanding performance can change real quick. I mean, look, Jota's pulling his shirt. And Saliba pulls his arm. But, you know, now our centre-back's on a yellow. It makes it more difficult to make that challenge. Who will come on next? Trossard? I hope so. Trossard or ESR, that's it. That's all we need. Cello said, listen, let's finish the game. Then we'll have those conversations. Shearer is saying he wonders what Eddie Nketiah is making of these missed chances. Kwanzaa, he overhits it. Here's Saka. Some of these players need to fix up. Saka has been awful, in my opinion. Saka's been terrible today. Absolutely terrible. He's been, I was going to say he's been the worst of the three. Like, Havertz ain't a natural striker. And Nelson has not hardly played. So, Saka's performance, that's a good ball by Ben White. Come on, Nelly. Up against Konate. Don't let him get close to you because he's too strong. Move him. Go on, Nelly, lad. Does well, whips it in. No one's there, back post. Where are you, Saka? That's not a foul. Get up, Joe Gomez. Play on, man. Don't wait. Rice. Jorginho. Into Saka. What's he got? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like Ian Beale. I've got nothing left. Saka is having a stinker in this second half. I would honestly take him off the pitch. I don't care how big your reputation is. I know sometimes you've got to leave top players on the pitch because that moment of brilliance. But Saka, for me, you're not established enough as a footballer that I'm going to treat you like that. You're not Erling Haaland. You're not Kevin De Bruyne. Like, I'm taking Saka off on this performance. He's doing nothing against Joe Gomez. Absolutely nothing. 15 shots on goal for Arsenal. And we haven't scored. It's unbelievable. The tube strike has been cancelled, apparently. So anyone who's travelling in and around London, hopefully that helps. Ben White, great ball out to Martinelli. Up against Trent, you're 1v1. Skin him. Goes to the byline. Goes past him. Oh, Konate, what a block. Trent got dealt with. Konate comes across and blocks it. Don't foul him. Diaz under pressure. Don't foul him. Yes, throw into Arsenal. Come on. Play, don't wait. Good play, Gabriel. I actually think that was a foul. Jorginho finds Martinelli. Go on, Nelly, lad. Nutmegs Trent. Brilliant from Nelly. Oh, Konate again. He's like a brick wall. Come on. Come on, Arsenal. What a nutmeg. He's cooked Trent there. Trent don't want it with Martinelli. Come on. We need a goal. Corner to Arsenal. We have got to punish them. Come on. Corner, in-swinger. Konate got them out of the mess twice there. He's playing well. Konate has been immense. Martinelli in-swinging corner. Whips it in. It's headed away at the near post. It's a terrible corner. Doesn't even beat the first defender. Rebound comes out to him. Jorginho plays it over the top. Overhits it. What an absolute waste. 1 minute I'm bigging up Martinelli. You've just nutmegged Trent. Then you put a corner in that doesn't even get past the first defender. And that's the problem. The lack of quality at times is woeful. How can you not put a corner in that goes past the first defender? Uh-oh. I think Eddie Nketiah's getting ready. If anybody saw then on behind Arteta's shoulder, it looked as if Nketiah was like sorting out his pads and his boots. So we know what's happening here. Be interesting who he takes off. Harvey Elliott ball over the top. Ben White is caught out of position. Darwin Núñez 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Oh, he plays it behind Luis Diaz. Brilliant defending from Gabriel. It was a 2v1. I thought Núñez should have just ran. But he tries to find Diaz. And the ball was behind him. And Gabriel clears it. Wow. 2v1 for Liverpool. And they make a mess of it. Jorginho wins a free kick there. Well done. Honestly, I can't believe it. When I saw Núñez running then, I didn't think he was in. I thought there was another player there. He's given a yellow card as well to Harvey Elliott. I think he said something to the ref. I mean, it's a nothing foul on George. Jorginho is actually elite at winning free kicks. What is Núñez doing there? I felt like he could have ran through on goal there. Decides to try and play it to Diaz. Passes it behind him. Our defence was wide open. Harvey Elliott's been booked. Free kick to Arsenal in their own half. 20 minutes to go in this FA Cup third round tie. Remember, there's no extra time. A replay at Anfield, man. That is not what we want. Apparently, Elliott told the ref to F off. Núñez definitely saved us. Havertz got to come off. He's got to come off. John Barnes there in the crowd. Former Liverpool legend. Ian Wright's there as well. Bob Wilson. Plenty of old players of both clubs in the crowd. And come on, Odegaard. Well, first time I've ever seen that guy tackle someone. And that's a decent ball into Saka. Kwanzaa comes over. Pass. Odegaard bullied straight away. Just complimenting him on winning a tackle. Gets yapped. So weak. So weak, man. 19 minutes to go. We've only made one substitution. Surely, you've got Trossard and ESR on the bench. Why are you not bringing one of them on? Martinelli does well there. The ball goes out for a throw-in. I think he could have kept that in if he'd have ran after that. Arteta, come on, bro. You're on 8.5 million a season. Earn your wages. Good tackle, Gabriel Magalhaes. Martinelli does well. Finds Declan Rice, who hasn't been involved in this game that much. But I suppose he's there just to, sweep up and keep us going. Yeah, John Barnes, yard man. I think that was the reason my dad supported Liverpool, John Barnes. The Jamaica flex. Great ball, Ben White. Martinelli, what a touch. Up against Trent. Look at Konate, he's waiting for him. Oh, he gives it away. Those moments of quality are not there. Well done, Declan Rice. Punish them. Punish them. Saka. Martinelli on the overlap. Saka shoots. It's terrible. Get him off the pitch. Get him off this pitch. He's been absolutely woeful. Look at the state of that shot. That's ended up in Highbury, mate. Awful. Get Saka off this pitch. I don't care how good he's been in the past. He's awful today. His finishing's dreadful. He'll stay on the pitch. I mean, look, 9 goals and 10 assists in 25 games. 19 goal contributions in 25 games. And that's why he probably won't come off the pitch. Because the manager will be sitting there going, yeah, but one moment of quality. Decker's not been involved. Yeah, and that's a good point, because do you know what? You can criticise Declan Rice a bit because he's not playing in the 6 role. If he was in Ben White, you've tried that diag about 5 times, bro. Martinelli fouls Trent. Declan Rice is playing further forward, so he should be more involved. He's not in the 6, and Declan Rice hasn't been on the ball much. Martinelli fouls Trent there. He buys it. Listen, for me, I think Liverpool, they're going to try and nick this game. Make no mistake about it, but a draw's a better result for them. Go back to Anfield. Ben White, what are you doing there? Just smash it long. Darwin Núñez running at... Ben White gets in the area. His cross is terrible and it's blocked. Here is... Oh, come on! Handball by Martinelli. Arsenal have been space jammed. I'm telling you, well, Saka's definitely been space jammed. Here come Liverpool. 17 minutes to go. I just can't work this game out. I've never watched a game in my life and been so confused about what is happening. I don't understand what I'm even watching. Kivior, terrible pass there. Konate's been a monster for them at the back. So Kivior, that's got to be a yellow card. Oh, Gabriel gets wiped out there. Free kick to Liverpool. Free kick to Arsenal, sorry. 16 minutes to go. Diaz. Wow. Jorginho had both his hands round Jota's neck there. Diaz fouls Gabriel. And it's a free kick. I would have never in a million years thought Arsenal v Liverpool at the Emirates could be a 0-0 draw. I'm still not sure it will be. Look at this. This how you know Klopp don't fully rate, man. He's bringing on young bucks. He's bringing on youngsters that I've never heard of. I mean, Harvey Elliott's coming off. Who's this guy? Number 84, Bradley. Never heard of him. I only know the Bradley in EastEnders. Max Brannan's son. Curtis Jones comes off. And Clark comes on. Klopp don't rate us at this point. Maybe Klopp don't want to win. Maybe Klopp's thinking Europa League, Carabao Cup, Premier League. Maybe he don't want it. Klopp bringing on youth team players. I think Klopp's saying, listen, win the damn game. They don't want fixture congestion. But we still haven't been able to score. 15 minutes to go. Just nick this 1-0 and get out of there. Yeah, that's a great observation, Davey. Trent now at right in midfield. So now they do have somebody that can pick a pass. Gabriel, that's a terrible header. Heads it out for a throw-in. Oh, Bradley's not in EastEnders no more, is he? But you know what I mean. So they brought on 2 youngsters. They're the only ones on the bench. Yeah, they ain't got a lot. Obviously, Jota and Gravenberch already came on. If they was on the Arsenal bench, though, they're not coming on the pitch. We don't bring on them young players like that unless we have to. 14 minutes to go. Frustrating game. Should be winning. Vivek, you're right. Both teams don't want a replay. The third round, no chance. The last thing we want is a replay at Anfield. That's the last thing we want. We're already short. Free kick to Liverpool. The game's gone flat. Game's gone really flat. Liverpool have scored the most goals after the 75th minute in the Premier League. 17. Arsenal third with 11. Flicked on by Nunes. Here's Jota. Here is Jota. Looks for Diaz. We're in trouble. Diaz! Great save, Aaron Ramsdale at his near post. Absolutely brilliant save. He's got a big smile on his face now. His dad said he'd lost his smile. Brilliant save. Diaz was toying with us there. Into Diaz. Ben White should do better. Great save, Rambo. He's better than Raya, man. I'm sorry. That's a brilliant save. Through the legs of Gabriel. Great strong hand there. Even Klopp's applauding, although he's probably applauding the shot rather than the save. Klopp looks so relaxed, I'm convinced he's not even bothered about winning this game. Trent whips in the in-swinger. It's up in the air. Jota wins the header. It's the bar. Here it comes, Nunes. Oh, he puts it wide. Now, I'm sorry, people. When Jota is winning headers in the penalty area, he's about 5'8". What the hell is going on? Who's marking him? Wow, Saliba, you're losing headers to Jota. You've got to time your jump better. Look at Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez, mate. Him and Havertz must do shooting practice together. They can't hit the target. I can't believe Jota's out-jumped Saliba there and hit the crossbar. Saliba should not be losing that header. I think he timed the jump wrong. How is Kai Havertz still on this football pitch? I've got no idea. Look, he's climbing on Konate's back. He's had an absolute stinker. Darwin Noodles, as we call him. Konate's been brilliant today for them. To say no Van Dijk. Liverpool look energetic. They've made 4 substitutes, so they've got more fresh players on the pitch. Arsenal have only made 1 change, which is ridiculous. Gomez gets the better of Saka. Here's Gravenberch. We need to... How the hell? 78th minute. Oh, Odegaard gets nutmegged by Gravenberch. Gives away a free kick. This is dangerous. Trent, left-hand side of the area. Odegaard, focus on the ball, bro. You're not even... He's megged you. I mean, it's soft, but... You know, what can I say? Saka, yeah, Saka's had an absolutely awful game today. He should have been taken off, and so should Havertz. I've got no idea how Havertz and Saka are still on the pitch when you got Trossard and Smith-Rowe on the bench. It's insane. The manager complains about squad depth for not having options, and then you don't bring players on when you've got the chance. How can we not be winning this game? They're bringing on youth team players. Trent in swinging free kick, whips it in. It's flicked on, own goal. Kivior. 1-0 to Liverpool. Game over. Trent's delivery. And you deserve it. You deserve it. You're an absolute disgrace. You're losing to the year 7s on the playground. Pathetic. Get this manager out the football club. Get him out of this club. Trent, I told you, delivery immense. End the stream, Dave. We're losing to kids at this point. I want him out. Forget the end of the season. Get rid of him tonight. They're letting off smoke bombs. I'm just bigging up Ramsdale. Is it a Kivior or own goal? Who heads that in? I can't actually see it. It's Kivior, isn't it? Kivior own goal. He's rubbish as well. Look at the state of that. Ramsdale's falling on players. Absolutely. This team, mate, honestly, this team is finished. Losing to youth team players. Get Arteta out of this club. I'm sorry, I can't hold back. It will be the Arteta out show tomorrow. I can't hold back no more. Absolutely disgraceful what you are watching as an Arsenal fan. Absolutely shocking. Kivior own goal. I'm done. I'm finished. Even a draw's not good. You go to Anfield, replay, stronger team. They're a joke at this point. Your best opportunity at a trophy, and you can't win it. They've got kids on the pitch. They've probably got college in the morning. Declan Rice, he has not been good enough today. Look at Havertz. Look at the state of that guy on the pitch. Look at Trent's passing range. Look at that ball from Trent to Darwin. They'll probably score again here. Here's Darwin Núñez. Finds Diaz. Diaz shot over. This one, honestly, West Ham was bad. Fulham was horrendous. This one is game over. This is game, set, and match. 6-4, 6-2, 6-3. Roger Federer in straight sets. And he's brought Eddie Nketiah on. Oh! Hey, everyone, panic over. Eddie's on the pitch. He'll sort that mess out. Yeah, good one. Eddie Nketiah comes on for Jorginho. Finished. No Trossard. No Smith Rowe. It's done. Why is it when the players die, they're here, they stink, says Tom. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happened to Saka. The under-13s are coming on, said Stuart. They'll still beat us, mate. Klopp can bring his kids on. Here's Diaz. But Curtis, we had 90% possession. Yeah, that'll win us the game, won't it? I'm done with Arteta. I'm not holding back no more. I don't care about the snowflakes on Twitter. The clip is getting let off tonight. I'm done with this manager. I don't trust the process, the phasers, all of it. Get it all out of it. Look at Odegaard. Find Saka. Are you going to produce anything, mate? Because apparently you're world class. And you've had an absolute stinker. That's a foul. That's a foul. Fair play. Darwin Núñez fouls him. Get off the floor. I'm sick of this guy being fouled and rolling around. Dead squad, dead recruitment, manager, joke. But the rebuild's been pathetic. They're rebuilding with Lego at this point. Honestly, it's that flimsy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Can we get an equaliser? If we equalise, I won't celebrate. I will not celebrate. Kiwi Nation. I said 6 months ago. I said a year ago. That Kiwi is not ripe. This Kivior, mate, it ain't ripe. Odegaard whips in a free kick. Flicked on. Havertz doesn't get good contact. He's give a goal kick when it's a blatant corner. I said, didn't I? Havertz will play 90 minutes. Doesn't matter how bad he plays, he ain't coming off. Because this manager is trying to force him on us until something goes right. He's thinking, if I just keep him on, he might get a tap in and he can be the hero. And I can run over to the crowd saying, look at my signing, like he did at Bournemouth. Havertz should never play for Arsenal again, said S. Skinny. Thank you for the super chat. Over 5,000 of you in the chat. All you can hear, people, is Scousers. Saliba getting a piggyback off Jota. Odegaard, disaster class. Havertz, disaster class. Saka, disaster class. Horrific performances. Darwin finds Jota. They're toying with us. Declan Rice, not good enough today. He was in a more advanced role. Look at Konate strolling past Havertz. Absolutely horrific. Kivior is just a left-footed Rob Holding, mate. He's rubbish. Can we get an equaliser? Do we even want an equaliser? Listen, we'll take a shameless replay, but the game's gone flat. 5 minutes to go. Here's Declan Rice. He's been so quiet today. Game's gone flat. There's nothing. I can't believe Smith Rowe and Trossard are still on the bench. We're not scoring. We're just not. It's got that same feel as West Ham and Fulham had about it. This manager's finished. I'm sorry. I'm not. There's no more. I've been trying to be patient. Latte said I was scared they'd score first, and they have. Mozzie, Arteta couldn't manage a hotel in Monopoly. He'd drop it. He'd drop the dog or the hat. Klopp don't even care. He's bringing on youngsters for their debut and still winning. Cliff said AFTV just tweeted we played them off the park and can't score. At least the second part is right. We ain't played them off no park. Curtis, play the intro, please. That will be my Arsenal therapy. Big up to you. B Dizzle. Our Taliban, the dictator, needs to go. And Alberto said we've been seeing these performances for the past 20 years. It's spineless. Absolutely finished. But don't worry, they'll go Dubai, warm weather training. They should be going to Bognor Regis, mate, not Dubai. Ball over the top. Kivior against Trent. Yeah, good luck, mate. Just stop embarrassing yourself. Kanate. Wow, he's kicked that out. Look at Trent, how calm he is. In the corner. They're just absolutely... Oh, now! Oh! I tell you what I'll do. Now we're losing. I'll bring on ESR and Trossard with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Go on, mate. Go and win me the game. Done. Finished. You will not hear me defend this manager ever again now. I'm done with him. I'm not interested in nothing. We ain't winning the Premier League. Forget the Champions League. We might get beat by Porto, by the way. FA Cup's gone. League Cup's gone. Now you want to bring on Smith Rowe with 2.5 minutes to go. They should have come on 20 minutes ago. Who's he took off? Havertz finally dragged off the pitch. One of the worst performances I've ever seen. Saka survives. Kivior gets dragged again. Remember that January window that I criticised last year? That they were all on Twitter, they were crying about. Oh, he's criticising the January window. It was decent. They were giving it 7s out of 10. I think we've boosted the squad, they were saying to me. Here's Odegaard. Find Saka, who's had one of the worst games I've ever seen. Is Odegaard going to shoot? Of course he isn't. Of course he isn't. The worst Arsenal captain I've seen since William Gallas. The crybaby we got from Chelsea. This guy. He could not lead you into a supermarket, mate, this guy. Pathetic as a captain. Ole Gunnar Arteta, Dale says. Arteta will remain manager for the rest of the season. The Cronkies don't care about winning trophies. Eddie's jumping around, doing nothing. They're bopping us. They're bopping us with 12-year-olds on the pitch. Chris said at least Benjamin White can go and top up his tan in Dubai. They shouldn't be going anywhere near Dubai, mate. I'm telling you. It's like these, man, don't want trophies. It's the FA Cup. They're not winners, man. They got losers mentality, I'm afraid. They're babies. Absolute they're a reflection of the manager. I'm done with holding back. The Cronkies, the manager. I'm coming for everyone. I'm doing that Cat Williams interview. Here's Odegaard. He's on the floor, rolling around again. Spent more time on the floor, that guy, rolling around. I thought it was a gymnastics lesson. He's doing roly-polies, backward rolls. Yeah, it is a foul, fair enough, but forget the dramatics. All that. Just get up. Weak. Absolutely weak. I blame the top gooners, mate. I blame them because they made all of this acceptable. They're all world class. Every signing's good. The manager's generational. That's all you hear from these lot. These sheep on Twitter. That's all you hear. Nobody will say what it really is. And that's why we're in this mess. The club know they can get away with it. Free kick, Odegaard to take it. Do we ever win headers from free kicks? Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez actually nearly scores an own goal. Corner. Cooper, no trophies FC. Arteta out. Agreed. Rudolph, not a single personality in that team. No. It's like a cardboard box, mate. Johnny's World, done with shambalism. Next watch along, match day 37. Don't blame you, bro. Don't blame you. Raekwon the chef, how can anyone defend this manager? If subs have been awful, he's shown his inability. Corner whipped in. It's up in the air. No. Cleared. Odegaard gives it away. He's the worst Arsenal captain since Gallas. They're on the break. 3 against 2. Unmarked if Diaz can play it. Send Saka to the shops, and well done, Aaron Ramsdale. His subs have been awful. He has shown an inability to adapt during games. He screams and points in the technical area. 7 out of 10 Ballon d'Or nominee, apparently. That's what they said, highly wanted criminal. Love watching you, Big C. I'm sorry, but we all knew last season was a blip. Correction settings this year. You'll never walk alone. We're in a top 4 race. Take that title challenge out of your head. ZT said, not even Victoria's Secret can help this manager. And Joey said, big up from South Texas. He needs to go. He ain't taking us anywhere. Hit the reset button. Should have kept Emery. Emery's a better manager than Arteta. Let's be real. If he was at Aston Villa, Arteta, Villa would be in a relegation battle. Here's Martinelli. We're in time added on. I've given up on this club now, today. Given up. This manager needs to go. Get him out. Ball over the top. Martinelli does well. Can we get anything? We haven't had a shot for ages. Declan Rice finds Saka. Look like handball. Nothing given. Just get it in the box. Ben White whips it in. Flicked away. It's a corner. Corner. Two minutes to go, people. I can't believe what I'm watching. I'm shell-shocked. We're losing to Liverpool's youth team. And this manager's clapping his hands together like he's in a concert. Corner whipped in. Alisson collects it. It's just, you're a joke of a football club at this point. You've taken us back. This is like lockdown Arsenal. They might as well play in front of no fans. We've gone backwards. Get the Amazon documentary back. Konate must be man of the match because he's absolutely pocketed our whole attack by himself. Darwin, there's 1:20 left. Just clatter him. Get the ball off him, Smith-Rowe. Uh-oh. The youngster is in the area. Crosses it. Cleared. Game's nearly over. Come on, last chance. Trossard. Bullied again on the floor. This is the weakest, most pathetic performance you have ever seen in your life. Absolutely outrageous. I'm done. I can't hold back no more on this manager. Get him out of this football club. Done with him. He was never good enough. Last season was a one-off. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. Konate, man of the match. Last chance, 30 seconds left. We lose the header. Here's Odegaard. It goes all the way back to Ramsdale. This is the most pathetic game I've ever watched being an Arsenal fan. 3 defeats on the bounce. We haven't... Long ball, Eddie, Gabby, none of them. Yeah, Liverpool are away. They'll probably run the corner. Núñez gives it to Jota. 4 against 3. If they go for goal, they'll score here. Jota finds Diaz. They scores. It's over. What a finish. Top corner. 2-0. The most embarrassing defeat you will ever see in your entire life as an Arsenal fan. It's over. Whatever the process is, it's done and dusted. I wonder if the apologies will be as loud as the criticism on social media, eh? I wonder if they will. Look at Klopp. He's like a proud dad now. He can't believe it. This is embarrassing. This guy's been through his dad being kidnapped. Still coming back and bagging against us. You're a joke of a football club at this point. Get rid of the Cronkies. Get rid of this manager. Sell these players. Hit the reset button and start again. It's over. What a finish. Top corner, near post. I told you that process was not real. It's like a Rustler's burger in the microwave. It ain't even real. Game over. Absolutely shambolic. I called it for how long, people? Do you know, I want to say, do you know how much criticism I've had from Arsenal fans on social media about Mikel Arteta? And look at the state of this. Game over. Full time, 2-0 to Liverpool. 2-0 to West Ham, 2-1 to Fulham, 2-0 to Liverpool. Sack him tonight. Get rid of him tonight. Pay his contract up. I've seen enough. Finished. Finito. It's over. Get him out of this football club. I want to say well done to Liverpool. I'm not a sour loser. They've turned up tonight. No Salah, no Szoboszlai, no Van Dijk, no Robertson, and rolled us over 2-0. Trent, free kick. Klopp's mugging us off. Yeah, give me a call. He's pointing at me. Yo, ring me. The Scousers can't believe it. They've turned up here for a jolly up, and they've beaten us. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Arteta needs to be trending on Twitter. He needs to be trending. One of the worst defeats I've ever seen. 1 win in 7. And listen, one thing about me, people, and I'll make this abundantly clear. I'm not here to say I told you so. That means nothing to me. That don't gain anything. I wanted Arsenal to win. I wanted an FA Cup run. I want to do a watch-along in the final. Get record numbers. Look back on great streams. We've just lost to Liverpool in the third round at home 2-0. He's thrown away another trophy. Family podcast. Remember people said we lost the Carabao Cup to focus on the big trophies. Yeah, I remember that. I remember Kevin Campbell saying that. HR losing to a Liverpool B side at home. Oh, God. Thermal, Curtis, you, Lee, Troops, plus Turkish, cook them gooners. They'll still defend him. They'll blame the players. They forget he signed nearly all of them. Joba, Big C, we need to force the club to fix this rubbish. No standards. We need to protest. Big Arsenal channels are a disgrace. Mediocrity. I'm done. As I've always said, let me read this. Absolutely no excuse for a trophyless season, says Trekunda. And Sports Genius said, Big C, this is a manager making me eat crow. I want Pepe and Aubameyang back. I miss the swinging. I'd take Aubameyang back at this point. He's better than all our strikers. I said this all the time. I say this all the time to people, and you've heard me say this before. But I have to reiterate this because it's the truth. People think sometimes that what people throw at you sometimes on Twitter is you want, you're feeding off the negativity, or you want the team to lose so that you get good views in a stream. Let's make something abundantly clear, people. And I'm going to make this abundantly clear. And I've said this time after time after time. Me criticizing the club compromises my channel. Because what it means is I'll probably never get work at Arsenal, because they'll have seen the stream, seen me criticising the manager. So that probably stops me ever working with the club. Some TV companies probably wouldn't work with me because I'm criticising the club and they have a relationship with the club, obviously, which is how they get their interviews and things like that. So I'm probably costing myself work. I'm probably not getting sponsorships because some companies would say, yeah, but he's a little bit critical of the club, so maybe we shouldn't work with him. Right? So I'm costing myself sponsorships. I'm costing myself potential work. Some fans will turn on my channel because they'll say, oh, he's too negative towards the manager. Right? I'm speaking cold, hard facts here. By the way, the biggest things on my channel in general are watch-alongs. Right? We get great numbers. There's 6,000 people in the chat now. When we lose, I lose watch-alongs on this channel. We've just gone out in the first round of the FA Cup. I would rather we got to the final, played another 5 games, got to the final and had record-breaking numbers and we won the FA Cup. But we've gone out in the third round. I'm speaking facts because I've had enough. But when I say this, there are channels, there are pages, there are companies online, Arsenal ones as well, that will not speak the truth because they want the shirt sent to them the day it comes out or 2 days before. They want a complimentary ticket in a director's box where you get some free food at half time and a free drink. And they want interviews. They want access. They want all of that. And they want all of them same like-minded fans to follow them. I could go on Twitter and act like a reporter and just report all the news and big up every player and every coach at the club and get all of that audience to follow me. But it's a false narrative. Every player isn't world class. We're not as good as you think. The signings weren't as good as we thought. We need reality at this football club. Until this football club finds reality, until our fan base finds reality, we're going to continue doing this. This is what will happen. People think the Cronkays have improved because they're paying our own money. No, they haven't improved. They are the problem with this football club. The ownership don't care about winning. Edu isn't good enough at his job, can't sell players for money. And the manager, I'm afraid, is doing his apprenticeship at the fault of Arsenal Football Club. That guy should have gone to Everton, should have gone to one of them other clubs he played for. Learn how to be a manager, then come to Arsenal if you're ready. You're doing your apprenticeship at one of the biggest football clubs in the world. And you keep making mistakes, you keep getting it wrong, and you're bottling trophies every single season. And feeding us PR nonsense that the fan base are lapping up. But I'm not here to follow people. I don't need popularity from the wrong people. We will never get anywhere under this ownership acting like this. That performance is nothing short of embarrassing. They are an absolute disgrace. They should not be going anywhere near Dubai. They should be going to Iceland and running around in ice, mate. They're a disgrace. Liverpool didn't even take that game seriously. They're bringing on players making their debut. The problem is these players aren't as good as we think. And this manager ain't as good as some people think. And Edu's not good. And the Cronkays are not good enough. And I'll call it out. And I've called it out for a long time. And I'm sick of it. The season is just fizzling away from us. In the space of 1 win in 7. 1 win in 7. Pathetic performance. That kit, again, every time we wear that kit, we lose. Every time. I don't know what it is. No more red. Jeez. Who should be the new Arsenal manager? At this point, Kev, you can be the new Arsenal manager. Yeah, you probably do better than him. Joba said, it's the fans' fault accepting mediocrity. I agree, Joba. Noonan on to the next. When is the new merch out? They'll put some merch out tomorrow, probably. Cheer everyone up. Samuel, Arteta out. I never thought I'd say this so soon. Yeah, listen. Like I said, saying I told you so means nothing to me. I don't need to be right. I'd rather be wrong and Arsenal are successful. I've never rated this manager, and it's unravelling in front of our eyes. Whammer said, with Osimhen, we win that game by at least 2 goals. We ain't buying Osimhen. He's going Chelsea for the bag. Jeff said, bring back good evening. At least he had a go. He's better than Arteta. Vinad, thank you for the super sticker. Cooper said, we aren't a serious club. January windows prove it. Don't worry, we'll get a defender in on loan that we've never heard of. That'll sort the mess out, won't it? We should be spending 150 million in this window to sort our problems. But FFP, we can't do our job. Beautiful rubbish football, said Rivers. You've described it perfectly there. We created so many chances. That was beautiful. Our finishing, rubbish. Absolutely shambolic. Alexander, daily reminder that we will never win the league or the Champions League under Arteta. Absolutely correct. We might lose to Porto. Big C, tell Kev that normal should get the machete, said SG. Abdullah said the ownership are useless. Arteta should not even be here. They're always happy with top 4. Guess what? We are not making top 4 this season. Jay said bigger fish to fry FC. Tell certain man on AFTV to say it how it is or it will never change. Big up to you, C. Charles said he needs to go back to Cone College. Disgrace. Get him out. Joba said, big C, facts. If this is not a sign that we need to boycott certain channels and shun certain narratives, then I don't know what is. I hear you. Jay Dizzle, we speak our truth, bro. Only reason I've been a sub here, Big C. To be fair, the players were poor today, but Arteta doesn't react. Well, he brought on Trossard and ESR for 2 minutes. Tells you everything. Lee Taylor, thanks for the entertaining commentary, Curtis. Looking forward to the Premier League fixture in a few weeks. You'll never walk alone. Listen, big up Liverpool. I'm not here to diss Liverpool. We got bigger problems. Never mind bigger fish to fry. We got bigger problems to fry. Liverpool turned up with half a team. They brought on young players and beat us 2-0. It's a brilliant performance by them. We couldn't finish our dinner. It was embarrassing. Big up Lee. Former MVP, 2 goals in 6 games. Aubameyang and Lacazette are laughing at this. He still hasn't replaced Aubameyang. And probably never will at this club. Young Gunner said, I've been a closet case Arteta out fan. Shambles. Come out the closet, man. You know what I mean? R. Kelly settings. Just return, new merch, new season. Write-off, says Tapan. Find the receipts, get your money back. Dash Cash, Big C, all the positive fans will slap it up as we played well, though. Also feel sorry for ESR and Rambo. ESR came on with 2 minutes. By the way, Aaron Ramsdale, one of our best players, to be fair. Chris said, Curtis, real recognise real. You're one of the best, and the views show that the super fans are a joke and let the club get away with this rubbish. Big up, Chris. Black Kid said, at least we got time to consider a replacement. He'll be here until the end of the season. He might even be here next season with this ownership. Bring Simeone Inzaghi in from Inter. He knows how to win. They've probably never heard of him, the Cronques. And Alfred said, if I'm a kid in the academy, I'm leaving. This manager will not give you a chance. Newcastle have an injury crisis and have a 17-year-old starting in midfield. Why did Nwaneri turn down Manchester City and turn down Chelsea to stay at Arsenal, and you don't bring him on for 1 minute of a game? You know what I mean? You don't trust these young players, yet we're supposed to trust these bums who you've got on the pitch. I mean, they're showing the highlights. It started from here. Reece Nelson, one-on-one after a minute, lobbed the keeper. No, takes it round him, fluffs it. And that told the story of the game. How many chances can you miss in a big game? Kai Havertz is absolutely finished in every way, shape or form at this football club. You've got to write that off. I'm convinced that was just a tax write-off of a signing. He's horrific. Absolutely horrific football player. Should be nowhere near this football club. Honestly, yeah, listen, Zidane, Mancini, De Zerbi, whoever, get me a competent manager. This manager's had long enough. He's had enough money. This is his team. Saka. Absolutely horrific today. Sometimes, as a manager, you've got to take a player off to let him know what you're doing is not acceptable. You can't just say, oh, it's Saka, I can't take him off. He's not that big a player. He's not Ronaldinho. He's not Thierry Henry. Look at this. Give it to Odegaard tapping. Volleys it. He shouldn't be on the pitch. And I'm a Saka fan, but he should not have played 90 minutes. We deserve to lose that game. Because we can't finish our chances. Fit said, yet another loss. The Arteta sexuals will make acceptable and excusable. Arteta is woeful as his talent ID, and yet he will be our manager for years. You're right. He's going nowhere because the Cronques can make money behind him. Arteta out. Don't give him another window. I agree, Lawrence. George said we've been figured out big time. Playing with no overlapping fullbacks is crazy. Gabby and Saka get doubled up all the time. Odegaard can't play under pressure. And basically, we are doing F-all up front. We've scored 1 goal in our last 3 games, people. 1 goal against Fulham. None against West Ham. 1 against Fulham. None against Liverpool. 2 of them were home games. When have you ever watched Arsenal struggle to score at home? Watching Gibbs trying to defend this, so sad. Akkad said, Curtis, it all started when Arteta trying to be smart by bringing in 2 Chelsea rejects and letting Granit leave, which was one of his vital players for his success last year. Personally, I didn't mind Granit leaving, but he just didn't replace him. We needed Rice and another midfielder, but he didn't. Anthony said, this game just summed up everything about Arteta. Lineup, transfers, tactics. It's funny how Ramsdale was our best player. Sold Xhaka to bring in a guy who can't shoot. Bravo. I hear you on that, bro. Steve said, being true to yourself is worth more than money. Never stop talking facts. Big up to you, bro. Sammy said, Arsenal surgery at 2 p.m. Get Tony this January or Arsenal see you later. If we haven't brought in a competent striker by the end of January, in fact, the window, I think, closes on the 1st of Feb. If we haven't signed a quality striker by the 1st of Feb, our season's over. I'm calling that from now. We are simply battling for fourth. Don't forget the title. Champions League. Don't make me laugh, mate. Get that out of your head. If we beat Porto, we'll be lucky at this point. We'll go to Portugal against them in front of that atmosphere. I don't trust these players to deal with that pressure. Big up, Sammy. Yeah, Arsenal surgery tomorrow, mate. Chakra said, only time Arteta has done well in any competition in the 4 years was with Emery's squad. Always been suspect. How do you explain just as bad as it's got, Big C? I think he's been figured out. I think last year teams struggled to play against us. Now they're playing against us. They're figuring us out, and we don't have a plan B. We just continue with the same thing. Then you've got attackers that are out of form, can't finish their dinner, and he's got no answer, you know? White Glove said, Big C been calling for a 9 since summer, bro. You know, they told me Jesus, he links up play and he can't score goals, bro. Abdi said, Big C, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm laughing at Arsenal. I'm sure you are. Get Jabby Alonso, says Jules. He might end up at Madrid. Brett said, that loss to Villa seems to have destroyed the team's confidence, being downhill since then. Yeah. Good teams bounce back from defeats. Canadian Gooner, we spent 70 million on keepers when we had Martinez. Wow, I mean, that just... Oh, my days. Peter, listen, I'm going to be honest, people. I'm going to be totally honest. And I say this all the time, right? I say this all the time. I just want to get the dates up because I want to be correct with what I'm about to say. Arsenal don't play until the 20th of January, which is in 13 days' time. We play Crystal Palace at home. Do not let this team and this football club ruin this 2 weeks. They don't deserve it. They do, and it hurts. It is difficult. You're a football fan watching your team play like this. It feels like we're back in lockdown. Big up Marcel. Liverpool deserve to win. I'm not even hating. You're bringing on youth team players and picking us off. Don't let them ruin your 2 weeks. What can we do about it? Everything now is on Stan Kroenke. Everything. They should be having a meeting tomorrow morning going, listen, it looks like you've ran out of gas. We've got to top up the engine. We need some unleaded. You know what I mean? We need some unleaded petrol, man. But they won't. They won't. They'll say FFP, we ain't got the money. They won't put their own 30 million in. We'll try and get some average player on loan. It is difficult, Gotenelli. I'm with you. How can you not be frustrated when your team are playing like that? But maybe we've all got to lower our expectations. We turned up thinking it was a title challenge. I don't think it is. I think it's Liverpool and Man City. I think we'll fade out of that. Remember Curtis McAllister, 35 million release clause. Yeah, he was cheap. F94, I feel so numb, Curtis, after those chances. We all knew what was coming. I don't even know where we go from here. The manager I've always wanted is at Liverpool. Top 4 merchants again. Top 4 is not guaranteed. Let me tell you that. It's very difficult to turn bad form around. I really, I'm worried for us at the moment. Kevin said, I applied to be manager. They couldn't afford me. Cliff said, we couldn't get Mbappe and we could get Mbappe and Mikel Arteta would still find a way to F it up. Coburn said, sadly for me, I'm in a GC full of top gooners. You're gonna be hearing a lot of cap from the top gooners. Alfred said, Maddison, Bruno Gomes, Kudos, Diaby, Tierney, all would have this team at least 6 points clear. Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard should all be on the bench. Some of those players, we turned down Bruno Guimaraes for 35 million. Maddison at 35. Vinod, no Van Dijk. Who's Dom? Szoboszlai, yeah. No Van Dijk, Szoboszlai, Endo, Simicast, Robertson or Salah, and we own the Emirates. All I could hear were the away fans apart from the first 5 minutes. No Salah, no problem. Have a blessed day. You'll never walk alone. I'm not even hiding from them comments. You're respectful, so, why shouldn't you laugh at our expense? You've turned up with half a team, brought on 16-year-olds, and they're letting off smoke bombs and taking over our stadium. It's pathetic. Allow It said, I'm going on loan to support Bodo Glimt. I'm telling you, big season for the mighty Bodo Glimt. And Bakayo Saka, God's fraud. White has heels on. Oh, my. What has happened to Ben White? That guy is a fraud. This team, just quickly looking through the team. Ramsdale, despite the fact we conceded 2, one of our best players today. Own goal, can't do nothing. Second goal, brilliant. Ben White, poor. Kivior, awful. Gabriel and Saliba, I thought were all right, but Saliba faded a bit towards the end. Declan Rice, I'm going to be honest, I don't think he played well enough. Got put in a more advanced role, and he didn't affect the game enough going forward. I can't remember him having a shot. I can't remember him playing a pass that affected the game. I think he's probably feels more safe in that number 6 role, where he just wins the ball and passes it. Jorginho was okay, side to side, never affected the game. Won a couple free kicks. Odegaard, drag that armband off him and don't ever let him put it on again. Sakaka. Honestly, he played in Timberland boots, I'm convinced. Havertz, he's honestly... match fixing. There should be police and lawyers at the ground. I need to see the paperwork. I'm convinced we owed Chelsea money by buying Havertz. That is one of the worst signings I've ever seen in my life. Reece Nelson ran around like a headless chicken. I'm sorry. He looks immature. He doesn't look ready to play in the Prem. Not happy. Zaneid said, bro, I'm done with this BS. Big up Curtis. I cannot believe what I've watched today. And then the bench, yeah, you bring on ESR and Trossard for 2 minutes. Yeah, that'll solve it. That'll sort it out, won't it? That'll sort it out. People, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know what to say at this point. I was going to do a man of the match vote, but what's the point? Man of the match really is probably Aaron Ramsdale. Oh, Eddie came on and jumped up a couple of times. I'm going to be honest, and I always say I have to say things outside of emotion, not just when I'm angry. I'm calm right now. I'm fuming, but I'm calm. I want the manager out of the football club. I want him out. I've already put the grenades are already on Twitter. One's already dropped. I've got 2 more coming. Don't you worry about that. I'm coming for the people as well that were capping for all this nonsense. Yeah, Odegaard's just a full-time cheerleader at this point. All he does all game is say, come on, and then flicks his hair with snot in his hand. You know, it's just crazy what we are as a football club. Where do we go from here? They'll go to Dubai and do the warm weather training because we're a soft bunch. We lose 3 games. They'll go Dubai and put up some videos and some training videos and walk around and, you know, they'll be all smiles. They'll be all smiles. And they'll come back in 2 weeks. Early kickoff against Palace in 2 weeks. Will we have any new players by then? Rico, I'm with you on that. Rico said, this is why Madrid let go of Odegaard. You're right. I always say it, being a talented footballer is not enough. Odegaard hasn't got that heart. It's not about being strong. We know he's not strong. I don't expect him to clatter people. If there's a 50-50, go into it. If you lose it, you're not strong enough. We can accept that. He puts little flimsy legs in the tackle. It's pathetic. I'm sorry, and I know I've capped for ESR on this channel, right? I have. I said openly I'm ESR FC. I'm a fan of him. You cannot justify the treatment of players like Ramsdale and Smith Rowe when you look at the way the players in front of them are playing. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticising David Raya. I think David Raya has been okay. He's been okay at Arsenal, but you didn't need to spend 30 million to get David Raya. He's not better than Aaron Ramsdale. They're at a similar level. You didn't need to buy him. Kai Havertz is an absolute waste of money. You should have just put it in a bag and just burnt the money at this point. He's actually holding us back. Kevin Campbell said he was normal. It's abnormal. That ain't normal. It's not normal. It's shocking. We're terrible to watch. We're not enjoyable to watch. You can't watch these games and enjoy Arsenal. We're freestyling. We're going in the booth with no lyrics. We've got no plan. We can't score. We can't shoot. There's no conviction. There's no backbone. Where was the characters? Who on that pitch is telling people, come on, fix up? No one. I saw no leadership on that pitch today. None. None whatsoever. None whatsoever from anybody. They didn't know how to deal with it. We're in a difficult situation. What the club have to do right now, if you're looking for solutions, realistic. Obviously me, I'm sacking the manager tonight. P45 is getting written right now. But in reality, he's going nowhere. You know why? Because he can get top 4. And top 4 is all the Kroenkes want. That's all they want. Get top 4, go again next season. Keep the money rolling in. Keep Jokic's contract getting paid. Keep that Champions League money coming in. Denver Nuggets will try and win the NBA championships. But we'll be here. We're just a feeder club. But this is on the manager. I know Kev said it's the players. It's the manager. I disagree. He built this team and they're not good enough. They haven't got a winning mentality. Abdullah, Big C, now I see why AFTU gets attacked about them being happy when Arsenal go down. This includes the former Arsenal players. You can't be afraid to criticise when they deserve it, you know. And a lot of the players, I think sometimes, especially, will hold back. AFTV, listen, there are some people on there that are calling it as it is. Big up Jospin, appreciate the super sticker. Big C, would you take Unai back? Listen, Unai's better. But he wouldn't come back. They're above us in the league. Why would he come to us? Randy said, not winning a trophy with any of them, get rid of them. You're right. Listen, people, I'm out of here. It's been an absolutely horrific three games. 1 win in 7. This has been genuinely one of the worst periods to do watch-alongs as an Arsenal fan, because when we were finishing 5th and trying to get top 4 and, you know, the shirt got ripped and all of that, we were struggling, you know, at the time. Where now they've actually given us false hope that we're gonna do something, and we're not. We ain't winning nothing this season. That was our last hope of a trophy for this season. Let me read out this last super chat. Anthony said 65 million for Havertz, 30 for Fabio, 20 for Kivior, and 10 for Jorginho. 125 million wasted for nothing. Incredible. In fact, it was even a bit more. Fabio cost 35 and Kivior cost 25. Jorginho was 12. So over 130 million on a load of junk. People, you know what it is. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Arsenal therapy is not going to be a strong enough word. This is not therapy tomorrow. We're going one step further. I don't know what that is. Is it surgery? Is it... send your names in afterwards. Over 5,000 of you in the chat. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's quite simple. It's over, in my opinion, for this manager. He throws away the FA Cup. Beaten 2-0 by Liverpool. And they had teenagers on the pitch. I'll see you all tomorrow, 2 p.m. Arsenal Therapy. Bless.